looks like a method.
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
Not hang up the phone until their client either buys or fucking
Different. I don't know if we're there yet, but maybe for like a couple days here, it did start feeling different. We'll see. Bags app looking spicy. NFTs, look, man. You know I'm an NFT believer. Like, goddamn. You know. NFTs looking kind of different for a minute. And I believe in them still, but yeah, we'll see. A couple days of some spicy action. Let's see if we can get some momentum here. Good morning, guys. Sorry for the kind of late start. I've on a bad streak of late starts here recently. Hang on, let's get this situated. Whatever. You guys are cool. CJ, good morning, brother. Great to see you, man. Choina, good morning. I know we got Choina for like another minute. No, he's probably gone even now. Okay, hang on, boys. Boom. There we go. Who else is here? Edge is here. Good morning, man. Good morning. Dude, I think my rec drinks come today. I'm going to check my tracking, but I think they arrived today. I got to double check, but I think they do. DK, good morning. A little bit. I actually slept in. I slept until fucking 5 a.m. today. Amazing. All right, we are. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Oh, is Avagachi like? Is it active still? Like, like, is there a bunch of people that show up to the DAO meetings? Dude, Edge, I love it, dude. I love what OSF is doing, man. Like, they're doing something so special, like so special. I'm so happy to have a rec guy. I don't care if it's down. I don't even know if it is down, but I don't care if it's down. I think there's a ton of upside on that coin. I don't think the same upside on the NFT, maybe, but on the coin, dude, yeah. But I love what he's doing. Dude, you get paid right now to go buy rec drinks. That's crazy. You make $15. You make $15 to go buy a 4-pack of rec drinks. There's guys going in those shops and like clearing out the aisle. Incredible. I figured, but you know, if it was like thriving, I would have been surprised, like pleasantly surprised. Does Mufasa show up to those? I remember Mufasa. What's up, Cats? How was last night, man? Cats was, I think, co-host on the Big Will and Goon show. Yeah, does Mufasa show up to those DAO meetings? I like that guy. I got a little history with Mufasa. Some good. No, mostly good. Some bad. Oh, man, I'm going to have to go back and listen. I'm going to have to go back and check it out. You know, we've talked about the algo a bit here recently, guys. And it's like, well, I mean, shit, it's one of the top stories. One of the top stories in crypto this week, it's the InfoFi thing. It's X killing InfoFi, which is awesome. Well, we talked a ton about the algo on YouTube, right? We got this article saying it's a 5-year low for viewership on crypto content. And like, look, I haven't felt that. Like, I don't have, like, our views aren't crazy here. And even on the other channel, but I haven't felt that it's at a 5-year low, like not even a little. Oh, dude, Musashi. What did I say? Did I say Mufasa? Musashi. Musashi. Yeah. That's him. That's him. That's the man. Yep. Used to be an idiot. He left at one point. There was like some kind of, I don't even remember what the falling out was from. I think somebody gave him shit about something and he didn't like it. But man, Algo, fucking Algo. Okay. So like we're hearing this like, Rocky, thank you, man. Good morning, man. 5-year low for viewership on yeah, dude, he really is. He is. He helped us when we had an idiot's DAO. He helped me put that together. Like it was pretty fucking awesome. He like helped quite a bit with that. A lot. Then there was some drama over I don't even remember. I think somebody in our idiots group gave him shit about something and he like split. But he was like an OG idiot. Like he, like not OG, but he was there very early with us and he's a cool guy. I like him. Yeah, he's cool, right? Well, tell him I said what's up. If you see him, tell him I said hi. Okay, so Algo. So 5-year low for viewership. God, I can't wait to get to bags. In fact, we'll do that pretty quickly here. Okay, focus. Okay, 5-year low for viewership on YouTube. X Algo stuff. We'll get to that later. But I'll say this. Had somebody from that used to watch the weekly show, the daily show, I should say, who said he watches daily. The show for the past 5-ish months hasn't showed up in his on his YouTube page. Like when I'm live, it doesn't show up. He like forgot about it. So he went and searched to see if I'm still doing the show, and he found it. Of course I am. And just thought it was interesting. Wait. Did he search it or did it actually finally put it in front of him? That kind of matters because what reason being is now I'm on my channel, like my personal channel, and I got somebody leaving a comment that's about NFTs. And I think that's interesting because you're not seeing something about NFTs unless like YouTube is serving it up to you. Like nobody's searching for NFTs at all. And I wonder if there's been a little flip here. I wonder if there's been a little flip in the past couple of weeks in a good way for like crypto content. We know for sure on X there has been. For sure on X there has been. My fucking feed on X is like pristine now. It's so good. But I wonder on YouTube if stuff's changing. That a comment like that gets me kind of excited. Of course, it's like talking some shit. You gotta like you need. I mean, that's not even bad. That's actually pretty tame considering some of the stuff that I'll get. But I'll say this even too. On the main channel, wow. Okay, look. I'll say this. I'm getting some of at least the past week, some of the best views I've had in like months now. 672 on yesterday's stream. And then 267 and 430, right? Like the past few days have been really, really. I wonder if something much deeper changed. And maybe just goes right along with prices because the past few days, this week has been pretty damn good, right? But like something changed. So I'm watching. And I tell you guys this a lot. I'll move on. But when you do content and it's on X or YouTube and it's written or video, whatever. But when you do content and you kind of, watch numbers, and you can kind of feel the algo, it's a leading indicator. I've always said you kind of can front run the markets in a way. You can feel the attention building. And all I'm going to say is I'm definitely feeling like attention's kind of ramping up. That's all I can say. That's all I know. And does it play out and mean anything? Do we see it like tangible? I don't know. But I definitely noticed the numbers. I definitely noticed something the past couple weeks, especially. Of course, we're coming off like the holidays too, right? Yeah, I don't know, man. Actually, it's been kind of solid. I guess a few weeks back we were in the low hundreds, like 100 to 200. So okay, like well up from that, right? Like well up from that. Anyway, the point is, I wonder if people are starting to pay attention here just in the past week. Actually, kind of had me itching to do Google search trends, and I'm actually surprised this one didn't do better. All right, let me check Google search. I just want to see crypto, and then we'll get to Bags app. But we're looking to front run everything, and that kind of thing kind of does matter. Okay, let's see crypto, and let's go the past. Let's go week. Maybe we go. I mean, you know what I mean? Is this nothing, or is this the start of something? Maybe let's go worldwide. Okay, worldwide, nothing. Here in the States, though, maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's just like, like that. But I don't know, man. What is this? Just from like 2 days ago? I don't know. I'm watching. You know what? I guess going from like the 10th up, and then like if we continue, I don't know. Worth watching. Of course, we got the Clarity Act stuff, so people probably are paying more attention to crypto. But then when you see Bitcoin doing what it did the past few days, got as high as what, 97? I don't think we touched 98, but getting to 97, all the Clarity Act stuff, crypto's kind of under like the microscope right now. Yeah, something changed, cats. I think something changed, man. Whoa. Hang on. Market Sniper Stream said the US Mint has repriced the Silver Eagles 2x. Oh, so can you buy again now, music? Because they did halt sales. You couldn't buy silver from with the US Mint. But wow, dude. Wow. Aren't we thinking they're going to reprice gold too? Wasn't that like one of the things we were hearing they might try doing? Like reprice our reserves in a way like gold? I wonder, dude. I wonder. Fucking interesting. So, like, okay, if they repriced that coin, the Silver Eagle, is that like a universal like number? You know what I mean? Like, does that reprice silver as a whole? I kind of think not, but I don't know. Wow, really old Dino coins, green candles. Wow, sand mana. Wow, alluvium. Crazy, man. Shit. I don't know. Great time to be Axie too, dude. Wild. All right. Well, good time then to take a peek at prices. Next, we jump right to BagZap. We got to look at BagZap. We got to look at gas, which gas, by the way, just absolutely crashed. Absolutely crashed. Yeah. And we need to talk about BagZap, and we need to think through, like, is BagZap like the next big thing? Is it the AI meta coming back like super hot? Or is this like a quick little meta? And yesterday I was pretty confident it's going to be a big hot thing. Today I'm a little less sure, but I'm watching because it might be a hot thing. It might. Anyway, quickly looking at our crypto majors: Bitcoin at 95.3, ETH at 3,300, BNB 941, Ripple 206, Solana 143, and then now I'm starting to check two more coins: Monero 619, and I'm checking Midnight. Because I mentioned on the weekly show, actually, we should peek at Zcash 402. I mentioned, well, we should peek at Hype too, 25. I think Hype's got an all-time high in it still, for sure. I think if you think this market's going to get hot this year, I think Hype is part of that. I think Perptex is a big part of it still. I think Hype's got an all-time high in it. Tensor you got to be looking at. But Midnight. So I mentioned, wow. I mentioned that, like, when I do my newsletter, I do a weekly newsletter. I show the top 5 gainers, top 5 losers. And I just always notice a trend on the majors. When you see a couple of weeks of like it being in the top 5 losers, you almost always see it show up in the following weeks in the top 5 gainers. And so Midnight's been in the top 5 losers the past 2 weeks. I'm feeling like we're about to get a big Midnight rebound, and that might have started yesterday. Yesterday, Peak did it. It was up like, under 2%, but still it was up. And so I want to see if all of a sudden we get like a 10% Midnight rebound, and I think we're going to. I do. I think we're going to. And it's down 2% in the past day, down 8% on the week. I mean, shit, it might end up being down for the 3rd week in a row. But that, again, this is where I'm watching it and thinking it's probably the right place to be buying for me. So I'm watching Midnight. Can you buy this on Coinbase, by the way? Does anyone know? I kind of think so. But all right, quickly, let's look at our top gainers. I got to start doing this more. I don't do this because I'm not trading, right? But I'm curious. Hash, Quant, VeChain, wow, Aptos, Algo. Algorand. Okay. Kind of want to peek at memes too. And then we're going to jump right to memes. All right, memes. Why even have... I don't get why there's a stablecoin category. But whatever. Memes. Made in China. I never go that deep in this. Memes as a whole, though, down. Even with a coin like Bags hitting 60 mil. Gas hitting 60 mil yesterday morning. Crazy. GG's to any of you guys who played that. And I don't think JWise watches this stream. He watches the Crypto Slam stream. I don't know if JWise knows I do this one. Maybe he does. But shout out to JWise who put that on our radar like 2 or 3 weeks ago, especially the Ralph coin. If you bought in when he was sharing it in the chat and you held through the pump and whatever, like, you know, you maybe made some, like, you maybe did very fucking well. Maybe. Top gainers, White Whale. Up 20%, almost 20% in the past day. Dude, interesting. We got a peek at White Whale. What else? Wrecked, up 6% in the past day. Wow. Pippin bouncing back. Okay. All right. Hey, just getting a feel for what's going on. Our top losers, Debt Relief bot. This is the Grok coin. Oh, good shout, Choina. Okay. Have you bought, dude? Have you bought Midnight? Debt Relief bot, like, got really, really hot. People think it's going to get a Coinbase listing. It's a token Grok essentially made. Grok launched it through, what did he launch it through? BankerBot? But this is a Grok coin. Grok holds a bunch. In fact, Grok became like a crypto millionaire this week because of DRB. Broccoli, one of the top leaders. Not, you know what? Memes are looking pretty fucking solid. Pretty solid. Okay. All right. Think we got a feel. No night. Okay. All right. What's up, English? Good morning, man. Good to see you. All right. So we've got this new, like, we've got this new AI meta loading, and fuck, man, I can't wait to get some of your guys' takes and feels on it too. Is it like the quickest? Do you guys know the chart people put out, that graphic? It's like, it's got those loops, right? You have the big first mover in a meta, and it's got that big loop, and then you get those like diminishing returns, on the next version and the next version and the next version. Is that what we're seeing right now with AI, or are we about to see AI like really live up to like what we thought it was going to be? Is that what we're about to see? You've got people like all over building some actual useful stuff. How useful, I think you can debate, right? But like, people building actual useful stuff using Claude code, and that Claude coworker, and like, it's, man, AI got real good all of a sudden. I've said for a couple months now, I've been saying behind the scenes, AI took like a noticeable leap, like noticeable multiple steps forward. It got much better. It's Gemini and it's Claude code. And I feel like at the same time, GPT took a step back. I don't like 5.2 at all. I don't like it at all. I think it's like, well, we've done it live where I do the advanced voice, and it's so overly wordy, and it's so like, and I could prompt that stuff out of it, but I feel like GPT took a step back. But I think there was a new version. Actually, let me peek. I think there was a new version of GPT that came out yesterday that people, I saw like reputable accounts say it's better now than Claude code. Oh, I want to keep that up. Hang on. I want to keep those tweets right there. Gemini's better than GPT now. And I think it's not even close. Gemini took such a like a big leap forward. It's so good. Okay. Is there a new? I think GPT 4.2 and then something at the end of it dropped like yesterday or day before. Yeah, what is it called? Hang on. Not 5.2, but it's 5.2 something. And fuck, I didn't bookmark it. Oh, was it maybe this? Was it 5.2 Codex? Either way, there was something. There was something new that came, and people said it was better than Claude Code. I wonder if it was that GPT 5.2 Codex. Also, there's like, that's funny, dude. I've been thinking about canceling ChatGPT. That data moat is a thing. That's the only thing that keeps me from switching. Is I've done so much in it. But I'm tempted. Also, like, you guys have been keeping up with the lawsuit. There's a lawsuit against OpenAI, and they're going from nonprofit to for-profit, right? And like that whole thing. And there's like during this discovery phase, there's so much coming out. There's so much coming out that's so shady. Here we go. As in, like, they is this one of the good tweets here? You've got like this. I want to assume it's people on the board. They did it. Yeah, they got ads now. Yeah. On the free tier, and then there's one above it. Ads are rolling out. Yep. But like, it's coming out that like I want to say the board, we're saying, okay, if people learn what we're doing, we're going to get in trouble because it's very clear that we're telling people like Musk, we're going to stay a nonprofit. We're a nonprofit. We're going to stay a nonprofit, but we're not. This was like their executives saying this, and they're saying, and this is going to look really bad. And they're like, and it is bad. What we're doing is wrong. That's all getting exposed in all these, like in this this investigation. It's pretty fucked up. I don't know what, like, man, I don't know what the implications are now. I don't know. I don't know if this is like a game over thing for OpenAI. I have no idea. That might sound stupid to even say. I have no idea though. But whatever it is pretty highly fucked, man. So I don't know. But it's kind of wild to watch unfold. Random, but happy 26th birthday to Techno Viking. Did you guys, I sent this to Henry this morning. I don't know if he knows this from back in the day. I don't know if Henry was like online guy back then. I was. I remember this. I remember this from like my fucking youth. And I bet most of you do too. I bet most of you were there online in your own communities back in the day. Yes, you had online communities 26 years ago. Man, you sure shit did. And Techno Viking was like, dude, it was a dude back then. This was like one of the OG like online memes. It was. So it was like an OG meme then, and it still is now, and it's a classic now. 26 years old, man. How fucking nuts is that? How nuts, dude? 26. All right, but the question is, okay, you got this new thing going on thanks to Claude Code, and you have these swarms that are actually working together. You spin up a swarm, you build a thing. Actually, the swarm builds a thing. It's got this weird little looping mechanic where it like self-checks its own code and it tests your app. And so like people with no coding experience or vibe coding, and they've been doing that for a while, but like I think it's escalated. I've never done it, dude. I need to. Like I need to vibe code something. I need to get like skin in this game too, right? But something special seems like it's happening over on Bags app. Again, JY's put this in front of us, the Ralph coin, a few weeks back, and he's like, it was kind of cool the way he said it too. He's like, pull it up, and when I didn't, he's like, well, or don't, but you're gonna hear about it if you don't. Either way, you're gonna hear about it. He was so right. He put it in front of us at like 3 mil, maybe even lower. And that Ralph coin, I think touched like 30 mil, maybe even 40 mil in the past like 24 hours. These Bags app coins are absolutely cooking. It's kind of shady too. This is what we got to figure out. Is it shady, and is this a big old nothing burger, or is there like kind of substance here? And like what matters more than anything is when things settle down and people start thinking like rational about stuff, Does it matter? Do these coins matter? Do they fucking do anything? And I think the answer there is going to be no, but that's what we got to figure out. For now, it's like all the CT main characters are looking and they're watching and they're maybe playing it. Cuckoo, I love, saying new trenches meta seems to be real use AI. Kind of is. Kind of is. Have fun joining, man. Good to hang with you. Right, because last year we bought chatbots. We bought shit that didn't do anything for the most part. But even like AI XBT, actually, that's something we should keep referencing back to AI XBT because I think it was useful. It was the best chatbot, and I think it gave like real alpha. And what's it worth now? Like 40 mil? Maybe not even. So what about these new apps? I can't even show you the apps because I don't know what they are. So like, kind of means all the coins are meme coins, but yeah, kind of running back the old completely LARP AI meta. With it, this is actually perfect with the new version that's only 90% LARP. I think that's totally true. It's 90% LARP, 10% of it's real. You're actually having like real, like working software created. That's the 10%. Not 10% of the things launched actually work, but like your coin doesn't do anything. So it's still kind of a LARP. You bought a coin that's kind of tied to like a dev and kind of tied to a piece of software, but it's all kind of. So yeah, wonder how long it lasts. Worth paying attention to? Fuck yeah. It's got to be. It's got to be because now it's the #1 launchpad on Solana. It's the #1 launchpad on Solana. You got to pay attention to it now. Flip PUMPFUN. So you have to. 12,000 coins launched in the past 24 hours. That's a post from this morning. 12,000 coins launched on BagZap. And here's Ralph. Here's what's happening right now as of like this morning. Ralph hit, let's say 50 mil. So again, thank you, JWise. I actually need to look if I bought. I can't remember if I did or didn't. I think I didn't, but if I did, I bought it like 3 to 5 mil. Actually, hang on. I need to look. Because if I did, I'm still up. Even though this thing took a dump to, what are we, 24 mil. We'll take that. We'll take that, what, almost 6x. Hang on, let me look. Let me see if I bought some Ralph. Let me see if I bought Ralph. I bought some CMC or something like that. I did buy one of these coins. It might, oh shit. It might be at 0. I might have bought a fake version of it. Here, let's go to Jupiter. Let's see. Let's see what I bought. Oh, fuck. Cappy not looking good. Oh, no. Oh, no. I keep doing the Cappy thing, and I keep evaporating my money. I'll probably keep doing it, too. Okay, CMEM. Okay. Yeah, all right. I didn't put much in this, by the way. I put half a soul. But we're down. We're down over half. Over 50. We're down like 60%. That's okay. Again, skin in the game, dude. I gotta get skin. I need skin in the game. It's the only thing that gets me paid attention to stuff. It's that fucking thrill that I might wake up and it's 10x or 50x or what, 2x. I'll take a 2x right now. I'll take it. I need it. Ralph got Purposeless. Oh, dude. Kiss of Death, or is it music? Is it? Because, like, look what happened to Pippin when it got a perps listing on Aster. Went from 10 mil to 500 or 600 mil. So is it the Kiss of Death? It might be. But I don't know. Okay, this is random as fuck. I know none of you will care about this, but I'm going to say it. Not crypto related. There's a game coming out in like 3 weeks that I might disappear and do nothing but play this thing. And I don't want to. But it might be what happens. A game's coming out called Mugenics that I can't fucking wait for. This is the guy who created Binding Isaac, my all-time favorite game like fucking ever. Binding Isaac is the best game ever made. Ever. This is not a sequel, really, but it's a game that the creator's been working on for like 10 years, and he just took breaks from it. Anyway, it's finally coming out in like 3 weeks. I'm probably gonna stream it, dude. It's like a turn-based RPG that it doesn't really end. It's still a roguelike, so you play it and you're gonna die and you're gonna start over, and you breed cats who are your little fighters and shit. I can't wait. I saw a ticker named Mew, so it got me thinking. But just gotta say, Mewgenics coming out in a few weeks, and it's gonna be fucking amazing. Soldier Ralph at 30 mil. 10x, dude. Come on. That's fucking awesome. That's fucking awesome, dude. How great is that? Okay, so you see Ralph here. Tops out at, let's say, 50 mil. Fell to 20 mil. Is it game over for these coins? First off, I'm going to say I really don't think it is. I don't think it is. I want to show what Gas is doing, because Gas is the token that really put this on people's radar. Gas is the one. When you've got a coin that goes from nothing to 60 mil, basically overnight, everybody's going to pay attention to that. Here is, I think that's Gas. Here's Ralph, and let's pull up Gas. But Gas is the one that caught everybody's attention. Like, oh, fuck, okay. Got to pay attention now. Yeah, wow. Gastown's at 14. I don't think it's done. I don't know what happened here, by the way. I don't know if this is what some people are saying, which is insiders, Kabali, like another KOL orchestrated thing. It might be all that. It very legitimately might be. It might be. I don't know. I can tell you I'm like getting like whiffs of this thing being like kind of scummy. Not Gas per se, but maybe Gas, but like the whole thing. Because I'll explain the process of what's happening here, how people are getting these to pump so much. And it's kind of shady. It's kind of running back an old thing that it's not sustainable. But like, I'm not convinced this is over because Ansem loves it. Ansem, well, shit, this might have pumped because Ansem shilled it, to be honest. But like, this whole thing might not be over because Ansem, because Thread Guy. Look, I got extra excited about this because of Thread Guy's stream yesterday. Thread Guy's talking about this on stream yesterday, and his head is at where my head is at, where this might actually be important. And even if it's not important, even if this is not like a new high coming for AI, at the very least, short term, it's going to work. It's going to work. And the reason being is I think exactly what happened with Gas. You have a guy who was already writing code, and I'm trying to remember like the real story of who this guy is. In fact, I think I have a tweet. I think I have a post, like an article. Yeah, here we go. Hang on. You have a guy who like is a legit dev. I'm trying to remember who this guy is, and the reason I'm getting confused with some of it is some of the guys who are in the Bags ecosystem now, who now have claimed coins, are like legit fucking dudes. I think the CEO of GitHub maybe has made comments about this too. I'm gonna grok that. I think he has. I think the CEO of GitHub has said how fucking incredible this whole thing is, and like how powerful it is that devs are getting rewarded for doing what they're doing already. I don't. Yeah, I'm trying to remember why this guy's like so significant, but he is. Is this the guy that made? Man, is this the guy that made Ralph? And I don't think even the specifics matter much here yet. Thread Guy was saying what I think is the most important thing. You have devs out there who've been deving for years and like some of them decades, and they got all their code up on GitHub. And all of a sudden you got guys who are going on Bags app. Let me pull that up. And they're launching coins. They're like scouring GitHub for like great repositories. They're finding like great coders. They're launching meme coins in their name, right? This is what's happening. People are taking meme coins. They're launching meme coins in the name of a dev out there, and they're pumping them, and some of it organic, and I bet you most of it's not. And then they're reaching out to these guys saying, hey, dude, just so you know, we launched a coin and all the fees are going to you. And so right now you can claim $30,000, or in the case of like this Steve guy, you can claim $60,000 or $70,000. I think at this point it's like $300,000 he's claimed. Actually, that was probably as of yesterday. It might be like 400,000. This guy might have made close to $500,000 in the past week. And like, this is what's so fucking fascinating. And we're going to see. But I believe this is why it works. In the short term, a lot of these devs who I bet you 98% of them are not rich, right? They do this because they love it, because they're going to do it regardless of if they make money or not. They just like to dev. They like to build. These guys are all going to get a message saying right now, you can claim $50,000. You just got to click a button. You don't have to do anything else. It'd be great if you tweet about it. It'd be great if you buy back some tokens, right? And a high percentage of them are going to claim the token. A high percentage of them are. And a percentage of those guys are going to take that token and sell some, but kind of buy back token. Or maybe they burn some token. Whatever it is, you're going to see some action on these coins because those devs, some of them are going to support them. Again, either tweets or buying back. JWise, you are here. Good shit. Good shit. Again, everybody owes JWise a thank you, even if we didn't heed his advice. But JWise put Ralph on our radar weeks ago. Like, I imagine close to when it launched. And JWise, you weren't here when I said it earlier. But like, I loved how you said it. I think this was last week when you'd asked me a few times to put it on the screen, and you're like, or don't, but you're going to hear about it on the timeline. I loved how I get a read on something based on how people talk about it. When you said it like that, I'm like, shit, this is a thing. I'm like, Ralph's a thing. When he's like, when somebody doesn't even give a shit if I look at that point and they're confident I'm going to hear about it regardless, I'm like, there we go. Now I got to look. So, dude, it's awesome. It's a great call. It's a great call. Ralph is different. Again, Ralph hit 48 mil. And now the $1 million, like literally the $1 million question is this: will his moonbag on Ralph die or go to billions? Let's see. I'm going to lean towards gonna die. And I hope I'm wrong. And by the way, in the short term, I am wrong. I'm definitely wrong. In the short term, I'm definitely wrong. I think next week, this stuff is on fire. If the market allows it, I always preface stuff, or I always add that in now. How high something goes isn't up to like how good the coin is and what kind of attention it gets. It's not that. Used to be all about attention. That's like half of it. It's like, there's like a ratio here. Maybe it's like 60% attention. No. I'm going to say it's 40%. Hang on. Whatever. Fuck it. The numbers don't matter. A huge percent is attention. A small percent is how well the thing works or how strong the meme is or whatever, like the quality of the thing that's being tokenized. But the biggest percent is what does the market allow? Meaning, is Bitcoin hot right now? What is sentiment? It's a whole bunch of things in that basket, right? But what will the market give us right now? White whale, well, that's kind of a different one. But like, look at AIXBT. When the market was hot and the meta was hot and the market, was willing to give us a $1 billion coin, it was a $1 billion coin. Today, it's a $30 million coin. It's what is the market going to give us right now? And that one's got different factors too, right? The AI thing's cooled off. So like the core of what it is, that smaller percent, it doesn't work as much. What is the market going to allow? Is the market going to give us a $500 million coin? It did with Pippin, but that's different. That's different because that's crime. It did with White Whale. That's different because of supply. Have we seen like an organic runner from the trenches? As organic as it can be. Has the market given us one of those yet? I don't think so. I think this market has given us 50 mil. Which, by the way, a month or two ago, it didn't give us that. It would give us 5 mil, 10 mil. So already the market's different. So that big percent of what will the market give us, it's up. The market's going to give us $50 million runners. Is the market going to start giving us more regularly $100 million runners? Do things get crazy and it starts giving us those 300 to 500 mil? Do we get back to a bill? We'll find out. We'll find out. I think right now, no. But next week might be real interesting. Reason being, this is just starting. I still think, well, I know most people aren't back from the vacation mode and the holiday mode and whatever. Like, people are, I think, now really starting to get back in the grind, but not fully. And again, with the algo and people paying attention to crypto, it's not where it was, at least not where it is when things are crazy, right? It's not there. But that may not be super far off. It might not be super far off. So next week, I think Thread Guy's having on. I'm trying to think if he's having on this guy, Jeffrey, or if it's Steve, or there's one other name he was mentioning. But, you know, like TLDR, he's got one of the guys who benefited from one of these coins, like the devs of an app who had somebody launch a coin for him that he then claimed, and he made, I think, hundreds of thousands of dollars. I kind of think it's going to be this guy. I think it's Jeffrey. But he's going to have him on the stream next week. So I think we're about to see a lot more attention. These guys are telling their buddies too. In fact, whatever guy Thread Guy was talking about, maybe it was the gas one, maybe it was this guy. He said, like, at his work or with his dev buddies, they're buying the coin and they're trading it and they're having fun and they're teasing him about it and shit. But all these devs are really, really fucking excited to start or keep playing around here and building shit. And they're going to do the coin thing. So, like, attention-wise and adoption-wise, I don't think we peaked here. Short term, yes, but I don't think we peaked here as far as what this will be. It's just still a question of how long does it last and how high does it go? I don't know. I think a little higher than here at least, right? And that doesn't mean these coins go back to all-time highs and go higher. I just mean, like, like maybe Bagzap's dominance, which it has for a day, right? But I just mean, like, attention and number of tokens and total market cap of these coins. Does it have higher to go? I think so. I think definitely. And then it's how long does it last? Bagzap is a whole flipped pump. Yeah. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. Every iteration we get closer to, like, what's like the real form or final form, like the meme of ICM. This is ICM again. Like, make no fucking mistake. This is literally like the Believe app. And it's like this is ICM. It's Internet Capital Markets. It's people and builders that either launch a coin or have a coin that's launched for them, and it's associated with it. But, like, we're missing the attachment, man. There you go. That's it. JWise, that's it. Most of it's out of our hands. It's all, like, it's bigger picture. It's macro. It's what is the market? I love saying it like that. What is the market going to give us? But this is getting us closer to that final form. That final form needs to be like a mix of these things, or one of these things, and do it really well. It needs to have utility, like strong utility, like utility that actually drives, like, token price. It has to be strong fucking utility, and we haven't seen any of that yet. Anywhere. I can't think of a single, like, ICM token that actually has utility for the coin. Can't think of any. Maybe we got something here. Like, I'm telling you, I don't know these at all. What the product is, I get Ralph. But the rest of them, I don't know the products. I can't tell you how the tokens work in the ecosystems. I think 99.999% of them, nothing to do with the ecosystem other than share the name, dev claim coins. You got to figure out utility, or you got to figure out equity or rev share. It's those things. That is the final form of ICM. It's like, okay, it's like what GVC is doing, like Good Vibes Club. It's an NFT that figured out the way to share, like, their wins with the community, right? They did it through, they're going to give token back to their holders. It's that simple. You have to give back. You have to send people, like, actual money. People need to win with you. That's like, it's essential. That's a great question, Sigma. Does Bagzap have a token? JWise, does Bagzap have a token? Is there, like, a Bags token? That's if it does, that's the play. You can ignore everything else. If it has a token, buy the Bags token. I don't think it does. No official token. When they launch it, dude, and if they, like, airdrop it to people trading on this platform, that thing might cook. If this thing keeps going, it might cook. Funny enough, dude, if there's a meme coin, they could adopt it just like these other things. That could be the craziest outcome, right? They adopt the meme coin would fit right in line with like all these coins here. Say, all right, that's going to be our official coin. I don't think they would do it, but that'd be badass. But that would be the play. That would be the play. You know, buy the platform token. If you think the platform or the meta is going to last, you just buy the like underlying asset. You know what I mean? All right, let's search bags. Dude, 800. Wait. It's not this one, 88K market cap, is it? Dude, it might be. 800,000 in volume. I would love to see the distribution here. Well, there we go. Dude, that's not the craziest thing at all. That's not the craziest thing at all. Here, let's pull up the chart. I don't think that'd be the stupidest play, is to buy their meme. It literally is like their it's their fucking whole thesis. Launch a coin for an app. Let the dev claim it. That is fucking interesting. I don't hate that, boys. And I would say your money probably goes to zero, like literally zero. But I don't hate that play at all. In fact, fuck it. Yeah, fuck it. We're gonna buy some. Whatever. This is like I'm in gambling mode. For sure. I'm in gambling mode now. A little bit, not crazy, but I'm in gambling mode. I'm gambling on some NFTs. We'll get to NFTs today too, for sure. But I'm gambling on some NFTs, and I'm going to gamble on some meme coins. Because why not? It's like, if you don't gamble now, sure, you can wait and gamble like if things get super hot. In fact, you know, that's another big point we got to talk about. Is that was Thread Guy's point, and I loved it. That was one of Thread Guy's main points yesterday. He's like, it's different. I don't care about chasing stuff now. I will go and play stuff when we get confirmation that this thing is like here and legit and going to stick around. He's like, I'll play then and then I'll mop up then. And I loved hearing that, dude, because I heard that sentiment from other people this week. I heard that from ICO Beast. I heard it from Zeneca. Like, I'm not chasing shit now. I'm not hungry like that now. Love that. That's like the healthiest thing for us. So I love hearing Thread Guy say that. So you could do that too. That's perfect. That's perfect. Or you gamble now, because the flip side is, like, if you don't play now, your opportunities now, or when things get crazy, or it just dies off and then you don't have any plays anywhere. You know, I'd rather gamble now while I can gamble a little bit. I'd rather do it now with the potential big upside. There's your chances right there. You either don't play now, either play now, high risk, high reward. You play when you got confirmation, lower risk, less reward. But I don't know that that's true either, because we know when things get like frothy out there, reward's crazy too, right? Or you miss entirely and there's no risk, no reward because you're not playing. But that's your choices. I like that too. High risk, high reward right now. That's where we're at. I don't think they'll adopt this token, but I'm not the person who, I shouldn't even have an opinion on it. I don't know. It'd be fitting if they did, but I don't know. Yeah, I would imagine they want their own coin. You know what I mean? But we'll see. All right, I bought I bought half a soul worth. Whatever. Let's fucking see. E-Rock, good morning, man. God, I can't wait to get to NFT stuff. Cats, it's like some legit people, right? I think there's like some Google dude involvement and some like yeah. X004 is like very legit. Mike Bennett, I'm just using Chrome. That'd be badass, dude. Oh man, no fucking doubt Henry's gonna watch that game. I'm gonna watch it too. I watched the games last week. I haven't watched football at all this year, but I watched last week. I'm gonna watch this weekend. I can't wait. No doubt, no fucking doubt. Henry's watching. That's his team, you know. Mike, no VPN. Nope, no VPN. I don't know, dude. When I hear Thread Guy like super bullish on a thing too, and he's like reasonable bullish, his like bullishness comes from he's like, okay, it's like, look, in fact, I think he said this. Yeah, wait, hang on. Did he say this? I think I might be mixing up another podcast. Yeah, I'm mixing it with another podcast, but I think he said this before. Like he, you know, part of the bet is on greed and human nature. That a lot of these devs are going to claim tokens. A lot of them. Yeah, the hate's really good. Like you kind of want the hate. You kind of want the hate because then the guys who are hating miss it and they eventually capitulate and they usually buy like what's the saying? You buy at the price you deserve or whatever, right? Like that might be exactly what happens here. Or it might still like be a fucking nothing burger if maybe like not if, but when people realize there's no substance to it still, like there's just kind of not. Like there's just kind of not. It's still like just a meme coin that's the dev got to claim. And then the dev shills and then he gets excited and then there's euphoria and people like feed on the energy and but I think that's okay. Yeah, there's Bags app. Is that number real, dude? 397 mil in volume. Damn. Oh shit. I forgot to start abstract. There we go. There we go. Oh, I forgot to start pump. Dude, come on. What am I doing? Okay, hang on. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing today. Agree. Boom. Okay, now we're live. Yeah, what's going on with the AXS? By the way, we're not done with Bags app. Yeah, what's going on here, man? What the fuck happened here? This thing 2x'd in the past day? Oh, so funny enough, man. See, I think Jeffrey is who Thread Guy's having on. I think it's that Jeffrey guy. So, like, good morning, man. So, Thread Guy said what's happening right here, right now, is the best chance like Web3 gaming has to make it. And I can see that. I can see where he makes that connection. I can see it. Because if you're like creating tokens and rewarding devs for launching apps, you do the same thing with games too. Oh, badass JWise. Yeah, I think that guy reached out to Thread Guy. Whoever it is that's coming on, the dude reached out to Thread Guy, asked if he could come on. So, well, fuck, I should have bought this right on the platform. Yeah, it might have been, but whoever it was reached out. I feel like the name started with an M, that it wasn't Jeffrey, but Jeffrey makes the most sense. But I don't know. This I don't know, man. This is going to get pretty interesting. Okay, let's FUD it a little bit still. Let's do a little FUD because I'll go back to saying like there's still nothing here. It's like, okay, I've launched a couple coins, and you know, like when I launch, it's like people like spamming you, and they're like, okay, pay deck screener and promote the thing and do this and send a tweet, and it's like, you know, like that, like unrelenting pressure from people to do like things. And then we've seen people launch coins and hit up celebrities. Hey, we launched a coin for you. Claim your shit here, right? And we've seen that for charities. We've seen that for a million things. So, like, as best I can tell, that's all that's happening here, man. It's the exact same thing. It's all that's happening here. Like, not really anything new. It's just coins getting launched and then begging people to claim it. I think that's all that's happening. It's kind of funny. You know what I mean? That's kind of funny. It's like actually really, really, really funny because like we've been there before. And as soon as like, okay, you know how like the longer you get exposed to something, the more you understand it, the quicker you are to understand it too. I think right now people buying these coins that are going to FOMO in or that push the price up to 60 mil don't totally understand it. They're buying it because it's the hot thing and you want to chase it and whatever. And you kind of get it, but you don't fully. It's not going to take long for people to really get this because we've had a year of understanding like crypto AI. We've had a year to understand that, and we've had years to understand how people like just shill the thing and like everything I was describing, like beg people to claim these coins, right? So it's gonna be real fucking quick for people to catch on, be like, okay, well that was fun, but hang on. So what does the coin do? You know what I mean? And we're gonna fall really quickly back on, oh, nothing, doesn't do anything. But they got a cool app, or the dev's a big name, but it doesn't mean anything. So somebody, and I was talking to Henry about this yesterday, someone is going to crack the code of what I said earlier, which is equity or utility or both. Someone's going to crack it, and we might be real close to that. We might be at that moment where it happens. What if, dude, I'll just say Steve or like Jeffrey spins up a company. Okay, you guys are going to have to explain this to me because I'm a retard, and I don't understand how it works to like create a company and then I don't know, let people invest in the company. I don't know what that looks like, what it means to even have like a I don't know. I don't want to say like an IPO, but like have stocks that you can give people, like so people can get equity in your company. And I mean like legitimately, right? But like, oh, let's peek it easy. But where I'm going with that is this the point where we see the Caesar model actually happen at scale? So dude launches like a company and then spins up a bunch of awesome apps, but that company, you know, has a coin on Bags app. You as a coin holder, he goes through all the legit channels and it's you actually get equity in the company. Again, I don't know what it looks like. I don't know if that's possible, but like Caesar did it. If people start doing that on Bags app where ICM becomes really like not just fundraising, but you owning, you sharing in the success, like that's the magic formula. That's it. That's fucking it. So maybe we're closer, but yeah. Okay. How do we capitalize? It is that it's keep your finger on the pulse of this meta, like very closely. If you think that attention, energy, money is going to come at it, you buy those leading coins. You buy probably gas. You buy probably Ralph, and I probably lean towards Ralph big time. You roll the dice on something like, you know, you roll the dice on something like maybe Bags, the meme coin, maybe. Mike, what did somebody buy? Bags or something else? This might be a stupid play, by the way. I want to be really clear with Bags. This might be a really stupid play. Or it might be the biggest brain play ever. All right, let's see, easy. Okay. This is the problem with Bags app and PUMPFUN's new update. Being able to redirect fees in theory sounds good. No, a dev founder team can make money on their project, which it sounds good, right? It sounds wonderful, delightful. I can fundraise. The reality is this place is a cesspool with some of the lowest of the bottom of the barrel cretins when it comes to token and price go up. Dude, yes. It's disgusting, dude. It is the worst fucking energy with like some real fucking scumbags, and there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. And it's not like people like, look, I'll say it. It's not people like us. It's not us. No, it's the guys that you launch a coin in. They're fucking, it's like in NFTs. Devs do something kind of shit. It's those guys. That energy is fucking cancer. When others are launching the coin for you, it seems great. The GAF dev wrote an article. That's the article I had here. Let me drop it in the chat. This is just good reading for anybody. But yeah, so the gas dev claimed it. And so it seems like a magic fucking story that has a magic ending. But the fact is, we're not at the ending. This isn't the end. The end is zero for sure. For sure, the end is zero here. When others are launching a coin for you, seems great. Gas dev, yes. Okay. 48 hours later, decided crypto. Yes. Okay. This is an important thing. He's already come out. That guy came out. Not Jeffrey, right? It's the other guy, Steve. Already came out and said he's not going to be talking too much on crypto Twitter. Takes up too much time. He's got to focus on working on code. That's why the price crashing. That's why price crashing, because it's like you need the dev to be okay. The goal is dev nonstop talks about your coin, which kind of promotes your coin, and then gets his buddies to do the same thing. So you think you're going to get like an inside edge on new token launches? Like, let me just keep up with this guy. His buddy's going to launch too, and because his launch was awesome, theirs will be too, and I'm going to get to him first. It's just like this weird little like network effect thing. Yesterday, countless devs trying to build stuff, asking for support and fundraising, and instead their comments are littered with begging. Yes, dude, yes. In fact, if there's not a meme coin for this already, there should be. The claim your fees, please, bro, claim. Dude, I'm telling you, like when I had my PUMPFUN coin, it was exactly that. It was like all the begging to like do the fucking deck screener thing. It's like just the begging. And then like people get fucking nasty mean when you don't. The outcome is zero. You know it, JWise. You know it. But because the best shit out there, the outcome is still zero too. It's just zero. And it doesn't mean you can't make a fuck ton of money in the meantime. And it doesn't mean some of them like survive. Only to be attacked incessantly by the same people because you claim the fees. And that same audience now views you as you creating the token and being responsible for it. No, he's right. Model's broken. Look, this doesn't work. It's fun for the like slot machine for the casino. It's fun for that, man. It's fun. It works for bringing some life. And we were itching for a new meta. Only problem is this isn't new. It's the exact same thing we did on virtuals and the exact same thing we did on Believe. And we've done this many, many times. This isn't new. The new part of it was, well, you have an app that actually works that kind of can get invented over the course of a few hours or a day or two. That's pretty cool. That's kind of new. That's like vibe coding to this degree is new. Someone's got to put it all together. And the token's got to power the app, and it has to be an app that has utility outside of crypto. It's got to be a super viral, like normie friendly, accessible app. And you got to use the coin. But then normies don't want a coin, so you got to abstract that away and you got to have it like Stripe powered and it buys coins behind the scenes. Like you got to do that. Or you got to pull a Caesar. Coin is equity in the thing. And again, in just a standalone app, there's not a thing to have equity in. But if you got a business who's launching apps, maybe then you have something and that's still a maybe. But that is more. That at least is a big step in the direction where this actually becomes like super legit. And then you have coins that actually can't go to zero if the business is legit and sustainable and got revenue. That's the end. That's the goal. I think Thread Guy's like thesis was just, if we're going to reward people for building products, then gaming can get a benefit from that too. Because people can spin up games, like you got like Jonathan Mann spinning up a game every day. It's like the little stuff like that, and if that can get people excited about gaming, maybe that spins out into like the big established Web3 games. I think that's like the general idea, and it's just one of those things. Like I guess, like I could see it, and it was more like he's like, if it comes back, like this would be the moment for it. Incentivize people to build games. Maybe part of that is probably if you like ramp up the amount of people who are building games, one of them might be a gem. You know what I mean? We might finally get that killer Web3 game, which kind of is still Axie, but there it's exactly that. Indie games, tons of indie devs. You know, for you gamers, you know how gaming's changed over the past 10 years or whatever, right? It's gone from like the AAA games were kind of all you had, and now it's just endless indie games, and so many of them are great. Gaming's in a good spot. Go back to Eugenics. Like that's an indie game. I think you can still call it an indie game, but this thing's going to be this might be a game of the year contender. And we had game of the year last year was an indie game. Fucking Expedition 33. Someone's got to do it the right way, the GTA way. You need a man, I'll say it, I think the best use case for a coin is in a game. I still think that's the truth. Like the in-game currency as a crypto would be the best use case. I think that's the best use case. It's one of those things, like I think all the time we overlook the most obvious thing. The best crypto is a crypto that's used in a game. And that game is played by, millions and millions of people. That's the best. That's the dream scenario for, I think, a crypto. I do. And then I'll go a step further. You should have NFTs all over the thing. Hey, what are you playing, Mike? What are you playing? Dude, I saw a post this week from, was it like Sean Strickland or somebody, like not a crypto post. It was about gaming, saying like something happens when you turn 30, something flips in your brain and you can't enjoy games anymore. And I'm there, and it's hit me for the past 10 years. Well, since I was probably 30, 35. You turn on a game and I'm instantly bored, and I can't get into stories anymore. I can't fucking game. Oh, wait. Not buying game. I think you're saying not buying gaming. I think that's what's up. Yeah. But it's why I can play Binding of Isaac, because you play for 10 minutes or you play for 20. And if you're on like an epic run, it's going to be like maybe 30, but it's like short and it's self-contained and there's no commitment. Yeah. Yeah. The indie games are like, they're good. I mean, like Hades, what used to be an indie game. I think it's still an indie game. JY's best game ever. To me, it really is. It's so good. And because he's put in all these awesome updates over the years. Final form of it is so fucking good. It is my probably most played game ever now. And I play it pretty much every day. And I have for like 5 years. I didn't even play it when it came out. I started playing it like 6 years ago. Actually, right around COVID. I think right when COVID started is when I found it, and obsessed ever since. Fucking amazing. And this game is going to be epic. Eugenics is going to be so good. But like, I don't, I like roguelikes a lot. They're just the best. But like, I even picture a game like this. And it's like, still, like, what if like we farm coins now by using platforms. What if you farm coins by, like, you play the game, you pick them up in game. It's actually a coin hitting your wallet. And you spend it in the game to buy power-ups that you need to progress further in the game. Or if you're super skilled, you don't need to spend it. Your skills carry you. But then it's always this choice. Do I spend my crypto or do I hold my crypto? And what if some of those items, which in this game are rare and they're always randomized, every run's different, but what if some of those runs, there's like you're like, oh shit. Like there's an enemy in this game that shows up on one floor, and it's got like a 0.00001% chance of spawning. So the chance of that level spawning, because everything's randomized, the levels are randomized and the enemies and the layouts. So the chance of the level, that floor spawning, is crazy low. And then deeper than that, the chance of that enemy spawning, crazy low. I've never seen this character. What if you see that character and an achievement or a trophy or whatever pops up. And if you got coins on you right then, you can buy that achievement or buy an unlock or whatever. Like that to me is the coolest form of crypto. For me, it is. It's, specifically gaming, but for me, because I do like this stuff, it's just that's one of the coolest forms of crypto, period. And NFTs. I want this shit to be NFTs. As a collectible, as something I just scroll my wallet and I see my like fucking achievements. Oh, dude, I remember that. It was like a looter shooter, right? Or an extraction shooter, or like, no. Hang on, one of those battle royale games. I forget the name. Yeah. It was really big for a minute. You had some mainstream guys playing it, and then of course you had the Doctor Disrespect game and stuff too. There's a few that looked like they were maybe going to break through, and then they never did. I can't figure out exactly how and what it looks like, but I still feel like a roguelike has got like the closest like opportunity, crypto opportunity. I don't know why exactly. There's just a weird rarity and like generative aspect to it. In fact, okay, when I collected on FX Hash, there's an artist that I collected on FX Hash, right? Generative art platform, who launched a VR roguelike. And I'm like, dude, there's something so connected between a roguelike and generative art. It is just the fact that it's like the randomized thing. It's randomized code. Yeah, fuck. What is that game called? I know exactly what you're talking about. They had NFTs too. Let's just say like bulletproof. That's not it though. But yeah, I mean, I even tried the game. It was cool. And I can't remember if it's dead. There was like huge controversy with like a founder and tokens or something. I think it's probably dead or close to it. And I think they were botting some of their like, I think they were botting some of their like player base. I think some of their numbers weren't real. But yeah, in-game currency and stuff like this, it just makes sense. Let's see if Grand Theft Auto does the thing, man. That'd be badass. But like taking it back to Bags app, what if somebody vibe codes a very cool game? And it's like we're talking about that that token's used in the game. What if? Like, what if? Okay. I don't know much about Gastown. Oh, this is the thing where you got the vibe coding agents, right? I want to FUD this more, man. There, oh, dude, off the grid. There you go. Good shout, man. Good shout. All right, Mike. Also good shout. Off the grid was cool too. Like legit seemed like was a good game. I think was a good game. But they had NFTs. I remember that. Fuck, dude. Did I have off the grid on a stream once? There was like a looter shooter or a Royale game that I had on my look very early, like 4 years ago, came on my show before I was like doing the daily streams. We had like a once a month podcast, the Crypto Slam podcast. Maybe it wasn't them. All right, hang on. Let's get to wait, gaming? What do they call the category? GameFi. Can I search GameFi? Yes. Huh. It's weird some of these guys have Telegram games, right? Like Cool Cats have a Telegram game. A gaming pump fun, dude. Imagine that meta. Imagine that meta where like it's not apps that people are deving out, it's like quick indie games. And imagine if it's a great fucking game. I kind of think that happens at some point. I kind of think it does. All right, all these gaming tokens. Let's see what's up. AXS up 66%, Sand up 23, Ronin cooking, SLP. Yeah, there you go. Wow, my neighbor Alice, funny. Why the fuck are people buying these coins? Guys, is this like a little like fucking byproduct of the Bags app thing? Like, what is this? Like, what is happening here? Oh yeah, I did want to come back to this because I'm still gonna FUD the shit out of this because I'll say it, man, it's stupid. Doesn't mean it's not gonna cook. I think it's got a great chance of cooking for a bit. Might be a week. Might be game over in a week too. But it could cook for a bit. There's a tomato coin, yes. Actually, Mert's comment here is funny. Find it difficult to do regular tasks like drinking water or going to the bathroom, knowing I could have used that time prompting Opus 4.5. Or you launch agents that do it for you and you build AFK. That's the beauty of what's going on right now. I think that's in the Gas Town thing. I think that's what they're selling. Like, cool. Tell it your idea, then let the agents build it. That's the dream, man. That's the dream. And that's actually happening. Like, that's not like some fucking fantasy anymore. It's not. But is the shit great and will people use it? And you know, like all of that. Does it fucking matter? That's what we got to see. Okay. Why are gaming cryptos pumping today? Let's see. Thread Guy's great, dude. Music. It's because they have high volume leverage. They have high volume leverage like ASX, AXS, Sand, XLM. Okay, all right. Music knows his shit. But Thread Guy is great. Again, when I listened to him yesterday, I don't listen to him every day, but every time I do, I come away from it like just remembering how awesome he is. Like, he is very fucking good. Actually, when I left, when I stopped listening to him yesterday, which might have been when he was done anyways, but like, I left thinking last night, I'm like, everybody should listen to Thread Guy every single day. Because at the very least, he's keeping you current on like the hot stuff. But more than that, he's got his finger on the pulse. He does. He really fucking does. And I get that the younger thing, it's harder. It might be harder to digest, but I think he makes it digestible. I think he does. He speaks that, you know, younger generation, whatever, but like over time, like, okay, how about this? You ever watch a subtitled movie and you can't get into it? And the subtitles are distracting, you might not even like it. But when you stick with it over time, you forget the subtitles are even there, right? And then you get to the substance of the movie, right? Like, that's just how it works. I think Thread Guy's the same thing. If you can't get with the, like, is he a Zoomer? If you can't get with, like, the Zoomer shit, if you stick with it, eventually you don't even hear that anymore. In fact, you start speaking the language a little bit, at least in your head. Like, your brain just translates it, and then you just get to what he's saying, and he's just good. And I love hearing how much he preps for his shows, by the way. I'm actually super jealous of him. He talked yesterday that every day before his stream, him and his team prep 4 hours. They go over everything. They discuss it. They write their notes. They plan. Like, that's badass. Because people don't know. I don't think people know. That's not Thread Guy just turning on the camera and vibing for 2 hours. It's like a fuck ton of prep. It's exactly what I do. Every stream is 3 to 4 hours of prep. So I get up at 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. and today 5 a.m. 2 hours of prep today, less prep. But that's every single day. I always think, man, like, dude, if I had a fucking team, if I had the guy to post and do graphics and like help with the research and plan, like, holy fuck, we would make the biggest show in crypto. I'm fucking sure of it. For like older generation, I'm sure of it. The Thread Guy's got a team, multiple people. They sit for 4 hours before the show and map it out, plan it out, research. Awesome. He puts in the work. Thread Guy's great. Okay, hang on. Why? Sector rotation and altcoin momentum. Maybe. I could see that. Project specific catalysts. Axie's got some shit. Yeah, I don't have anything like super specific here. But I like it. I like it. J-Wise, appreciate you, man. I don't think I can push anymore. It's why it does take a team, right? It would take a team. But like, I think I realized this like a while back, and I'm really okay with it. I think I'm at the level where this can get as like a solo thing. The only difference is if I streamed more, like, on the weekends where I stream like 3 hours, sometimes in 4 and 5 hours. If I did that every day, that's different. You can replace like the thorough, well prepped thing with like longer because it'll just get more impressions and you do the research live too. So if I did this like 6+ hours a day, it'd be big, like much bigger. I'm sure of that. Like I really do. And you do this too, like, because you know the algo, like you've done this for a while, but you kind of get how the algo works and like what people want kind of. And like, man, there are people who just want to like hang and listen to like crypto shit. So it's like either or, more prep with a bigger team, all that, or stream longer and still do all that same prep. But um, that's it, dude. Yeah, if you ever see a person out there doing a thing and you're like, God, they're so good at that. You're like, I got to find the thing I'm good at, and it's like, well, you do that, but also exactly what they're doing, you can. It's literally like the cheesiest thing ever, but you can do anything. You literally can. Anybody can do anything. Anybody, it just takes that work, but you literally can do it. Just like pretend you're that thing and do what that thing would require to then be at that level. And then you're literally there. You put yourself there. Yep. Oh, that'd be wild. Imagine being in the turning of the gaming trend. Imagine. Imagine. I mean, I don't know. Crazier things have happened, you know? That's what's up. I mean, we got some great people here. I'll say that. Um, would be fucking sweet. Look, if Grand Theft Auto does the thing, if Grand Theft Auto does bake in a token, fuck, man. Okay, maybe gaming is at that bottom. Like, Mike, what if this is that turning point? Kind of like I think NFTs might be at, and I do believe that. I do. Like, okay. I think NFTs are very bottomy. We've talked about all the reasons why. Volume's at a multi-year low and prices are at multi-year lows. But you have big buys coming in. You have big buys coming in. It's people that maybe sense that it also is turning around. And I don't think it's going to explode this year. Like, right? I want to keep making that clear. This is not the year of NFTs, but this might be the bottom. This might be where you're setting up some of your best plays a few years down the line. It might be. Yeah, J-Wise, you know what I would want to do? If it were like dream scenario, it's doing like it's like just some of my favorite stream. Well, like look, I love Asmongold, right? And like, the mainstream guys, but the biggest guys who talk about anything, whatever's the hot topic, they talk about it, and they game and but like they talk politics, they talk movies, they talk everything. I would love to do that, but where it's like crypto's still the thing that brings the core together, and we talk crypto every day. But I would love to game and talk crypto in games, but like talk about all the mainstream stuff, right? Politics views. Yep. I would talk about all that shit. Like but because most of those guys who are doing that now don't talk a lot about crypto. Maybe once every month or a few months, they might mention crypto and do like a little time on a crypto thing, usually covering a scam. But there's none of them that are focused on crypto to make money. None of them are doing their streams with a goal of making money. Get a thread guy style stream where part of the main focus is making money online, crypto and other ways, but then also covering all of like pop culture and politics and everything, right? Yeah, dude, Asmongold's great. I think like, do any of you guys who are my age watch that shit? Like, watch Asmongold? Like, I always feel awkward watching that dude, but like, I like him. I think he's awesome. There you go. Dude, yes, the more controversial, and it's interesting. The more you like, it can work both ways. You either do everything or you stick to that, like you're saying, that your niche. And I don't know. What the fuck, Mike? Is that a thing we should be talking about? But he is cool. Like, he's entertaining as fuck, and he's a weirdo. And did they just zap the bags? Did they just zap the bags token, dude? Dude, I think they just zapped the bags token. Am I crazy? Wait, where the fuck did that go? Guys, what the fuck just happened? What's up, K-May? Did they? Can somebody double check? Did they zap the bags token? It violated terms because what? Does that mean they're gonna launch a coin? That's fucked. How the fuck? Dude, what the fuck? What's up, Mesh? Good to see you, man. Okay, if they really zapped it, do you think that's a sign that they're going to launch a bags token? Let's see if this one's zapped too. This one's probably. I'm going to watch this because this would be the next to go if they're zapping bags tokens. Or is this the real one? Let's see. Let's see. Why is Finbags following that person? I don't know if he follows a lot of people. Kind of, yeah. Does this one get zapped next? Oh, man, they zapped it. Okay, do we rotate to this one? Or is this going to go bye-bye next? That's fucked. All right. What do we sell? Are we do we just do we ride that to zero? How what terms would that violate? Other than I assume they're going to launch a token and you can't, they don't want that on the site. This one's got to get zapped next though. Dude, come on. Do they have a rule about like dupes, like token dupes? Is that possible? This might be super stupid, but I'm going to buy a little of that. It's probably really stupid, but that's what I'm going to do. This is probably going to get zapped next. But what if? What if that it got zapped because they only allow one of the ticker, no dupes? And so then what if this is the bags token? Oh, this is so dumb. Yeah, that one's gonna have some trouble, I think. That first one, because how are people gonna discover it? Unless it gets some attention. Unless it gets some attention, like why the fuck did you zap my coin? There, dude, totally gambling. Just gamble. What? What a fucking thing. High risk, high reward, you know? I don't know. I don't hate it. I don't hate it, Mike. No, I mean I like it, to be honest. All right, we got to keep our eyes on this. Again, let's see if the other one gets zapped. I just kind of think it does, right? Like why? Wait, okay, hang on. Wrong one. Bags. Let's see if the other got zapped. Do they have terms? Can we like I want to see if they have terms that say you can't um okay, hang on. You can't earn points. Okay, including by creating multiple or dupe accounts. Just want to see if they mention dupe tokens. Because I know people are trying to kill that PvP thing, which I think is cool. What could I search here? Can't do multiple accounts, but yeah, I don't know. Again, if this one doesn't get zapped kind of quickly, then that might be interesting. Because then look, then if oh, good shout. Let's do DCMA. Because like if somebody's searching like we did for a bags meme coin, and there's only one that shows up now, well then this is the one that like right then it's the one. If it's just who was first keeps the ticker. I think you got an interesting character at least here too that launched it. Maybe. I thought he maybe had built part of that. I don't know. What's up, Luna? Good morning, man. Yeah, let me check. Let's check copyright or DMCA's. I like that. Nope. Um, well, maybe then bags is the copyrighted thing. That would probably make sense. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you can't put the term bags in there. Can't use those names without permission. So it's because it was named bags. There you go. So this other one should get zapped too. Yeah. So it's got to be a matter of time for this one to go bye bye. Well, now we know. Let me shit on this meta a little more too. A little more. Yeah, nothing changes. I still think it's got I still think it might get hot. I do. Well, let me see if I got any other fuddy tweets. Or maybe we hit all the FUD. Maybe we hit it all. Yeah, here's that tweet where he said he's not going to post. It was just a couple hours ago. I'm dedicated to Gastown, but I'm not tweeting. Yeah, bad shit. Bad shit. All right. This is a great point. By the way, I'm going to step away for a minute. We'll come back to this. We got to hit NFTs. God, there's so much to talk today. There's so much to talk today. Man, InfoFi I want to get back to. It feels like it, right? I have trouble making a case for why it wouldn't be just the short-term meta. I get that AI's gotten better. I get it. Like, it really has gotten better, but like, we see so many quality products that have tokens that can't hold their value. So like, why would this be different? I can't think of a reason. And like with the thread guy comments about, devs will claim the tokens. Yes, it's the human nature thing. Yeah, like all that, yes. But now if we have like the leading one with the dev now saying like, I'm still here, whatever, but I'm not going to tweet. I won't support publicly. He didn't say that exactly, right? But if he's not going to tweet, then like that kind of kills some of that energy, like some of it. It does limit it a bit. This is fucking funny because this is exactly what's happening. Random dude makes a coin for Mark Zuckerberg, and he says if he claims it, this token's going to rip. That's exactly what's happening. GG's. Good. If it works, if people buy it, if you make some money flipping some tokens, like fucking awesome. If it works, awesome. Cool shit. I do want to see when that token gets zapped, though. I don't know. I just do. It's going to get zapped. Jay-Wise, that was a good shout to look through the terms. All right, I'll BRB. Let's go back. Let's do like an intermission here. Intermission. Abso-fucking-lutely. They launch a bag coin. I think they definitely launch a bag coin.
Once I'm Mr. B, only Mr. B. 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 Already ringing my ears to miss the bars right there. Once I'm Mr. B, only Mr. B. 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 A ghetto engineer making shit out of glass to refract the light from distant stars. So I built a telescope so big, I pointed at a Kepler 22b. That's the place for me.
Hey. Hummer.
They'll start believing secretly.
Hell yeah.
Utopia, freedom in the inner cell.
Just the fucking best. Damn, Mike. Fucking beautiful. Okay. All right. Let me just a little bit more shit on the meta. Just a little more. This is like actually kind of fuddy. It was a little fuddy. It's great too. This is fucking amazing. Actually, wait. Simon should be following. He's great. The barrier to entry for software has collapsed to zero. Fucking amazing. Okay. Over the past 12 months, whatever, probably even before that, I've said here, I'll have a coin, which I have, right? I have a couple. I have like 2 coins, 3 coins, whatever. A couple coins, a few NFTs. And at points I've said every single one, everybody here will have a coin. Everybody here is going to end up launching a coin eventually. Might even be by accident, but everybody will have a coin. And very much in that same spirit, everybody here is going to launch an app. Everyone here is going to create software. Might be by accident. Might be that you go into it with something in mind, but everybody here is going to launch an app. For fucking sure. Because the barrier to entry is zero. What's going to happen is you're either going to jump in the Claude code thing, or you're going to say, I'm going to vibe code something. I'm just going to like come up with something just for fun. I want to go experiment. You might do that. You might do that now. Be like you launching a PUMPFUN, you know, earlier last year or something. You know what I mean? Just getting your hands on it. Or it might be that you're sitting around and you're like, fuck, man, I really wish I had a thing that did this. You know, like whatever it is. But thing like this part of my job or my day's kind of like tedious. Like there's got to be a way to fix this, right? We've thought that probably a million times over our lives. There's got to be a better, quicker way to do this thing. Well, coming up here, and it might be now. I don't think it's now. I don't think we're quite here yet, but I might really be wrong. And if it's not now, it's in the next year or 2 years at the most, but it's probably next year, maybe 3 months, whatever. It's really fucking soon if it's not now. You'd be like, I wish I could do this. Oh, well, let me throw this at Claude Code, or let me throw this at my agent. Let me just tell them and see if they can build a thing. And then they're going to build the thing. They're literally going to build you the thing. Like was chatting with Henry yesterday about like, he's a flooring business. And he's like, I had thought about like having a drop shipping kind of site. Does all the inventory and just ships flooring out from like a warehouse. I'm like, you could literally build that now, vibe coding it. Even better if you could just tell an agent or an LLM or something, hey, I need this, build it. It's exactly where we're at now, which is crazy. We're all going to do that again, accidentally or purposefully or whatever, but we're all going to launch multiple pieces of software. In fact, I think a lot of the software we use now, oh, fuck, man. I love when like ideas hit, but I think a lot of the software we use now, I bet you at some point we move away from it and we end up just building our own version of it. Like where Frank built that like unsubscribe application in the past like week or two, right? You could use Rocket Money or another app and like tells you all your like subscriptions, reoccurring charges, and you can unsubscribe through the app. What if you just build your own where you don't have to pay anybody? You know, you just build your own. And then apply that to everything. What if every app you're using, you know, and I mean like everything, what if you could just build your own version? Where my mind just wandered is, this is probably super retarded. Like, this is probably stupid, okay? But hear me out. Uncle Matt, good morning, man. Great to see you. Okay, what if, I'm thinking like Netflix. I don't know why my head went here. Probably doesn't make sense, but I'm like, what if, you know, I got all my streaming services. Would be great to have them all in one spot, which I think exists kind of. Like you just plug in all your accounts and you just have every show, movie, whatever from all your streaming services in one place. I don't know if that exists, to be honest. Does it? But that would be pretty cool. Build an app that does it. I bet you could build an app that does that. Oh, dude, they definitely have that shit, right? Especially if you pirate, like if you ever pirate stuff, and I don't remember the name of the devices, but I used to make these things, right? You could build that, like, you could get like a little Google, fuck, I'm so dumb. What are these called? You could buy these little like standalone little units, and then you can like just log in all your accounts on it, but it shows it all in one place. I mean, hell, even something like the PlayStation main like home does that. Fire sticks. There you go, dude. Yes. Yeah. Like a fire stick and there's other exactly. So they have that. Okay, but what if you go a step further? So like if you buy movies, for whatever reason, I buy movies a lot. Because I'm always like, if I'm gonna rent it, I don't pirate stuff now because stuff is so easy to buy, right? It's funny how that works. I used to pirate everything. I was that guy, right? I was the guy who built those fire sticks and the other devices for people. Like I was that guy, and I was the guy who had every movie, every game, every piece of music downloaded, hard drives everywhere. That would like I was that guy. I bet you some of you guys were that guy too. And I stopped doing it when it got so convenient. I'll spend the money. Okay, but in movies, they got this thing called Movies Anywhere, right? It's like this universal license thing that if I buy a movie on YouTube, it shows up in my Fandango app, or it'll show up in my maybe Amazon, right? If I'm logged into the same account, whatever, like it lets you connect other accounts and you'll see your movies where you have a license for. Would be cool as shit to have an app that was just that. Again, this has been a dream of ours, I think all of ours for a while, where you would own a movie license and you can trade it. You know what I mean? Like a secondary market for digital movies. How cool would that be, man? I guess then you just rent it or whatever too. I don't know. I'm just thinking all of a sudden of a standalone app that has all your movies. That's it. It's your movie app. But again, stupid because you kind of can already do that. Still, just like with Frank's thing, it already existed. It was called Rocket App. Well, you could build out your own and maybe your buddies use it because it's yours and they trust you. Actually, that's a funny thing too because I saved a post. Here, let me see if is it this one? Oh, dude, it's the same post. It's the same post. The point was you're going to have tons of duplicate apps, but it's like it's a trust thing. You may end up doing business with the thing or person you trust more. It just might be a thing. You might rather do business and use an app that does the same thing that Netflix does or whatever, consolidates, the Fire Stick consolidates all your movies. You might actually use somebody's app because you just know them and you just would rather do business with somebody you know and trust rather than corporation, right? Like, it's going to get cool. We're going to get to the point where we don't need the movie services soon. You'll just tell the AI what you want to watch. It'll make whatever you want, long form video. Yeah. So that's funny too, because yesterday on Joe Rogan, he had on Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. And Ben Affleck sounded like an idiot. He was talking about how AI is not going to be what people think. I might even pull up the clip. He's like, AI, everyone's so scared AI is going to kill the movie industry and it's going to make movies and write them and whatever. He's like, it's not. He's like, it's not gonna. I realized, man, you got people speaking as like these authorities on things who don't get these things. He thinks that AI is not going to write movies, that it's not going to disrupt. He knows disrupt, but he actually doesn't think it's going to be super disruptive. Like, he thinks it's going to be used for like CGI and stuff like that. Totally right. He does not think you're going to like write a script with AI where you just tell the AI and it writes it on its own, or it autonomously decides to write it, does write it. It's actually great. He doesn't think that's possible. And because he's talking about how AI works now, where it's like this like predictive thing and it goes to the median, and he's right, but that he's not thinking like just another year or even 5 years down the road when AI analyzes movies, it knows their structure because, man, they got a structure. Like all these movies are like just copy paste formula. You like, you know what I mean? Like songs are like that too. Like mainstream pop, hit songs are a formula. That AI won't know that formula and AI won't be trained on movies. That AI won't know that and know how to recreate it. And that he thinks AI can't be creative is crazy. That AI won't know how to do twists and turns. That it can't like figure out what is like in that formula. What's like the median, like what's the thing that, you should do. And then that AI can't be told, but do the unexpected thing. Do that thing that's like there's a 1% chance that that's where it would go. Because this movie was super hot, had great reviews. People loved it because of the twist. And the twist was this. And it'll detect that formula, that pattern, and AI will do that. AI will be creative. I have no doubt it'll be creative. Kind of blew my mind to hear Ben Affleck say that it won't be, that it can't do that. It's weird. These guys don't get what's coming. They're looking at what it is now and its limitations now, and they can't, like, it just tells you they don't spend a lot of time with the tech. He played with ChatGPT and he's like, this is garbage. And he's right. He played with the tech and he's like, yeah, this isn't going to replace us. And he knows nothing. He knows very, very little about what it actually does and what it's very likely, I would say, definitely going to be capable of. So, kind of weird. Oh, Mike Bennett's got a new X account. Hang on. Let's make sure we got our friend followed here. Let's see. Dude, I bought an NFT this week. I'm so excited. I love it. I love NFTs so much. I can't even. All right, guys. I don't know. I don't know if Michael cares about followers, but cats, they have no idea. In fact, most people who are plugged into AI still don't know. You know what I mean? I still think financializing stuff puts you at that cutting edge because you're incentivized to go find like the newest, latest, hottest, most cutting edge thing because you might make a lot of money if you do. Kind of leans into why is crypto AI potentially better? Because when the outcome is you make money, that's the incentive to get better. So I think a lot of people in crypto, or excuse me, a lot of people who are into AI and very familiar with AI, maybe know it well, still don't know it as well as people who have a financial incentive to know it. I think a lot of people don't know what's going on in AI right now, like right at the fucking cutting edge of it. Just like we don't know behind the scenes how crazy it is too. Like, man, this hit me this week too. Like, all right. Dave, Dav. I mean, own it, no, but that's my show, that's my channel, right? Crypto Slam owns it. I work for Crypto Slam. It's mine, but it's like I don't own it, if that makes sense. But that's me. That's my channel. Um Oh, and if you mean on the X side too, because I think on YouTube it's Crypto Slam, not Slam Nation. But whatever. Yes, I mean yes to all of that. Which, by the way, if you guys only watch on the weekend, just know I stream Monday through Friday here. Okay, it clicked for me this week. Maybe I don't know. It just hit me right. Okay, when like the Edward Snowden shit happened and we learned about how much the government surveils us, right? And they do. I mean, like, duh. We know now. We've known for a long time now. But just to think, we're getting AI tech that is many years like old. Like old. The stuff we're doing now, the LLMs, like they're probably kind of ancient compared to what we have behind the scenes. Okay, we know like the potential for AI. We get how powerful the most current AI is right now that we have access to. Just imagine the government had Claude Code, whatever, 4 or 5, probably back when Edward Snowden, leaked everything about all the info they're collecting. The government has, for sure, LLMs that are trained on us. And it's probably more advanced than Claude Code and Gemini and ChatGPT 5.2. It's probably more advanced than any of that stuff. You know what I mean? Like, they have everything about us, profiles about us. They have everything about us from everything they've gathered online and everything they have about us behind the scenes, all in an LLM or whatever other kind of forms of AI. That's scary shit, man. That's scary shit. Dude, cats, it just think back to when we first touched Mid Journey a couple years ago and just the image generation, which was already a step past like what it was just before. It's fucking crazy. It's crazy how fast this is going, man. It's like it's crazy. Like I love watching the YouTube like fan made videos. Skywalker. I love watching these to see how far how far AI has come with the video generation is absolutely fucking nuts. And it's working that way with like text, and then it's working with coding, and it's working that way again with the video and image generate, all of this stuff. It's escalating so fast. I can't think of what it's going to look like in 5 years. The limit is more like power, energy, hardware infrastructure stuff. You know what I mean? That's going to be the limit. And there is a limit there. In fact, that was one of the things Ben Affleck was saying, was that AI growth did go straight up and then it's plateaued now. And I don't think he's right. I mean, he's right probably on the surface, but I think he's wrong, because I think the infrastructure is about to get a big buff, and then you got a story like this, right? Like X just launched the Colossus 2 supercomputer. It's like the biggest AI training supercomputer in the world. It consumes more power than peak demand of San Francisco. Like, you know, like, boy, yeah. Ben Affleck, just his take as a whole was pretty awful. But yet, where we're going to be in 5 years, I think is just nuts. And like, look, is it that time where like AI is doing our work for us? Is that in 5 years? Like, it could be. I don't know. I'm less convinced of it, but also like it really could be. It really could be. Oh, dude. Okay, if it's for something like that, I could just say like I wouldn't claim a token, or like I don't think I could support it. And reason being, like, I am not the founder of Crypto Slam, and we have that we have the Swarm token, and there's an upcoming another. Like, I don't. There would be no official support for that. You know what I mean? As much as I might want to, I couldn't. On the Crypto Slam side, you could do this here, but I don't know. Like, and I don't think you get any motion out of it too. Just a heads up, I don't think you would. But I definitely could not like claim or support it, you know, from the Crypto Slam side. Like, personally, I would probably say that's fucking cool you did that, right? But as like a Crypto Slam thing, I can't. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I just lean towards I probably can't. Where the fuck were we? What was I even? I don't know. I don't even know why that all just happened. Also, let's see if this coin's zapped. It's still not zapped. Huh. It'll get zapped. Let me see if people have like been dumping our old one. Actually, no. Okay. I'm trying to think any last points. Although I do think this matters, right? If everybody has tokens, if everybody has apps, if I launch that video app and Matt launches the video app and Hoods launches the video, if we all have it, it's like, what separates it all? Because anybody's going to be able to spin up any app. I really do think that's where we're at now. It's like, who wants to do it first? Code is a commodity. Features are just noise. I like this post a little bit. Well, a lot of it. Leaves every founder with one uncomfortable question. Where do actual unfair advantages come from anymore? Which is pretty true. Like, the playing field is getting so even, which has me so excited about just the future. For people who do not have opportunities, like typically haven't had opportunities, it's like based on so much shit. Where you live, right? It's where you grow up and who you grow up around and all that. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. That's all gone. Like, it's the great equalizer, except here you go. I like this. The more I look at the wreckage of moatless startups, the more I realize there's only one fortress left: trust and reputation. I think matters a lot. Katz is right there with 8004. It's a big part of this conversation. So it'll matter for AI, but us as humans, our trust and reputation is the thing that sets us apart from anybody else. And I like this a lot. Crypto was the early lab for it. Yep. In the Wild West, what's the thing that set tokens apart? Like, mostly, it was like, who was behind it? Do you trust the person behind it? Is it legit? Does it have a good reputation? It's pretty fucking interesting. People like Kobe, Zach XBT, protocols like Aave, Uniswap don't win because of their great coding skills or amazing tech. They win because they're amongst the few people, the few people actually still trust with their capital. Yeah. Yep. Dude, Mike, I'm happy to be alive during this time. It's funny, dude. I'm happy to be alive now. I almost wish I were like a Zoomer now. I would like to be alive in like 50 years when this shit is like real cool, like very cool. But I think the opportunity is right now before you get there. I think the best opportunity is when that thing is getting off the ground. So best financial opportunity to take advantage of all this shit is right now. It's right now. Best time to like be in it and life being cool is going to be, 50 years down the road. And also I wouldn't hate oh, they're dumping gas, huh? Oh no. I wouldn't hate being alive 100 years ago and enjoying that slower pace. Dude, oh fuck, dude. I'm like so in my head about so much of this stuff. Just thinking about, okay, this has nothing to do with crypto. It's just the news cycle and politics and crazy shit. And it's just like the unrelenting pace of news and awful shit. And, I was thinking about this last night. I'm like, all this stuff still happened 20, 30 years ago. It's still like the pace of the news didn't change. It's just how much we hear about it changed. All this shit went on. And it's like, but we never heard about it. So we didn't care about it. So all we knew was like our household and our neighborhood and our town. And we knew, an election and national election. Like we knew a lot more about a lot less, right? And now we know a lot more about a lot more. It's weird. Like things are getting weird. We know a lot more about a lot more. And we don't know as much as we think we do at the same time. And AI is going to fix that too. AI is the fix for all of it. Yeah, it just got me thinking. I was like, man, we used to be so simple. But I'm like, but we had a different depth too. I don't know. I feel like I took mushrooms, but I didn't. You know what I mean? They say if you make it to 2030, you'll never die. Like old me would have hated that. I used to like just trying to think of the right way to say it without it sounding super emo, but I used to like look forward to that. I'm like, I can't wait. Can't fucking wait to die. And I'm not that anymore. Maybe that's just having kids. You're like that. But I think it'd be cool shit to live forever now. Hoods, an app that pays builders to collab build, not solo. Yeah, huh. Yeah, dude. Why not? Why not, JWise? I could go both ways. I used to want to go by like 40 or 50, and now I'm there, and I'm like kind of indifferent, but also like I think I just want to see cool shit. I think that's easier for me because I'm just the enjoyer. I don't care. Like I just like to watch things unfold. 60, 70 is good though. Random. My daughter started driving this week. That's a head fuck. Head fuck. Can have a wife and go both ways, bro. Yeah, went out driving with my daughter. It was so cool. It was so cool. And I don't like it too, man. CJ, I kind of lean there. Everything's so fun, so I would like to have fun forever. And I believe there's more after, so I think it's going to be even more fun after. So, Mike, yeah, yep. I think I'm more there now. I think I'm more there. But it's funny, dude. So grew up like super, like maybe you've heard this, but I used to, I think somebody made a bags coin. Here, I'll put it out here. You can chill it. I'll retweet it. I got no motion. It won't do anything for you. But that said, when I launched a PUMPFUN, we got that thing to 300K. So it's all about timing. It's all about timing, man. God damn it, dude. If you, by the way, you got to DM it to me. I can't click links here. I can't click links, but if you DM it to me, then I will I'll retweet it. Whatever. Why not? I love this shit. I'm the guy who's like play with everything, do everything, test the limits of it. Just be like upfront and honest. This is where trust, reputation, all that stuff matters. It does. It does fucking matter. Oh yeah. I grew up super religious, and then I got far from that, and then I smoked DMT, and I'm religious again. I'm like, dude, there's something out there. There's definitely something out there, man. There's definitely something out there. Okay. I think we're good with the bags talk, although let's shout out Finn Bags, who's on like his like fucking incredible arc here. I love that, dude, you never know what can happen. Like, check this out. Finn Bags DM this dude 3 years ago, sent him a demo of a Pong app where the ball was a dog, and he said it was stupid as hell. And then he comes back 3 years later and he launches Bags app, the #1 token launch pad in the world, spawning $60 million runners and shit. Like, come on. You never know. And guys, that can and should and maybe will or whatever be everybody here. It can be. Everybody can build shit now. It's crazy. All right, let's see. Let me look for DM. The fucking DMs on X are so busted still. I thought they were fixing it yesterday. All right, Rex, I got you. All right. Let's yeah, I'll repost. Do you have a tweet? Do you have a tweet for it? If we make him some money, great. Just send me enough for a cheeseburger. Get me a pizza today, dude. Just get me a pizza. Oh, I think Bags is fucking awesome. All right, hang on. Davin Chi Crypto. All right, hang on. Let's do this. Oh, I got $200. I can get a pizza? Dude, that's awesome. Am I doing this right? Yeah, there we go. Give me a house too, dude. Give me all that, please. I've told you guys, I've like teased. I got something coming this year that's fucking scary as shit and awful. If I can, through crypto, get out of this one, fuck. Let's pray to God. Rabble, don't be stupid. What? I'm gonna share it, dude. I love this stuff. I think it's great. Dude, I would love to tie it. But I don't know how. Like, right? We literally did this with Pump Fun. Like, you remember when the Pump Fun CCM thing blew up? I've streamed every day for 2.5 years. Well, okay, not true. I've done a video every day for 2.5 years. It wasn't always live streams. Anyway, the point is, the idea goal, if you guys help me brainstorm this, we're down for anything. The goal was to like bake a token into the show somehow, some way. Maybe we use Claude Code, or we use some agents to help figure out what does that look like? How do you organize a community? How can you actually like finally fucking do the content and a content coin the right way? Like, how do you do it? I'm down to do it. But the point of that was we were there when the CCM thing exploded. Token to what, fucking 300K? Can't find a utility for the coin. So yeah. I don't know if there is a way. We'll see. All right. Why do you need me to claim the fees? You don't need me to claim the fees, right? I mean, I might, I probably will, but you don't need me to. Wait. Okay, guys, explain. When you claim the fees, is that like, does that like legitimize the coin? You're like, oh, Dev fucking claimed. That's gotta be it. That's gotta be it. It pumps the token when the dev claims. Oh shit. Luna, should I do it? It's bullish when the dev claims. Yeah. All right, let's see. Give me a minute. So bullish when the dev claims, man. What's it? It's called HUDAH. Oh no, kids are up. Oh no. Hey, not bad. Not bad. All right, hang on. Wait. Where was Luna? I think I'm on it. I'm right through Bags app. I can't click links through StreamYard. I don't know why, but all right, hang on. I'm connecting my account. Bags app. Hang on, boys. Log in, connect with X. Yep. I retweeted it already. It's out there. Holy fuck, 350 in fees, guys. 400 in fees, guys. Do I claim HUDAH tokens or do I claim Sol? So what happens here? Good morning. Yeah. What you need? Where are you going? Driving? Okay. All right. All right, hang on. I did it. Or I'm doing it. I'm telling you guys, like, the creator stuff's wild, right? I made like $6,000 on the PUMPFUN one. Again, no expectations, no whatever, right? Like you guys know. But I stream every day. I continue to stream every day. Like that doesn't stop. Yeah, the fee model looks kind of spicy, huh? I did share, Max. You guys, you just launch a thing. Yeah, make me 50K. That would actually fix a lot. Yeah. I mean, I'll talk about it like organically, like I do. Know what I mean? I have no problem doing that. I love this stuff. Like I live and breathe this stuff. I talk about everything that happens here. Yeah, we'll talk about it. I'm not gonna shill, like I'm not gonna shill, pump, pushy, whatever, like none of that, but like I'll talk about it for fucking sure. I think it's cool. This is an experiment to figure out how to make this stuff work. I am happy to be part of the experiment. Know what I'm saying? I retweeted it. Anyway, I got to keep on track, boys. I got to keep on track. We're going to talk about that InfoFi garbage. Wait, were we done with Simon's post? We might have been done with Simon. Hang on. Let me see if we missed anything. Simon, let's see. I did claim. I did, boys. No problem at all claiming a little stimmy. No problem. I think we're good with Simon. Are we good? Are we on to InfoFi? Ah, dude, Becker's great, by the way. And Becker's right. And Becker's right. He's fucking right. The technical moat wasn't much. This is what, look, if you're going to start building apps and shit, which we should be doing, actually, I want to get Henry vibe coding that thing. Oh, hang on. Henry, by the way, guys, you did your job. You did your job, and I'll tell you why. Because Henry just DM'd me. He saw your tweet. I didn't send it to him. So Henry the Great sent me, Davin, he sent me your tweet. You did it, boys. Actually, maybe Henry hops in. He did that before. Nah, he's working out now. He's right. Build your shit great doesn't mean anything. It's finding that PMF. That's it. Can you do it? Most people can't. Never will. That's the fucking nut to crack. That's the one. Can you do it? All right, I want to get to Info5 because that shit changed crypto Twitter. It did. That changed crypto Twitter. Nature's healing. And then the bags thing happened. But nature's healing. Shout out Finbags again. The number one app. You bags guys. No, I don't think the bags app. Okay, here's the thing. Here's all, because you guys missed. I've been chatting about it for a while. The bags app is literally the ICM thing again. It's the Believe, app. It's I guess now it's CCM. It makes sense, but everybody's going to start asking the question after everything pumps. Everybody's going to start saying, well, what's the token for? Right? Everybody knows right now it's a meme coin. It's a meme coin attached to a thing, software, or now a stream or whatever. Is this the first, guys, is this the first content coin on bags? Everything else on bags has been software, right? Is this the first content coin on bags? It might be. If so, there's your narrative, right? I think it's the first content coin on bags. But yeah, it doesn't work. It doesn't until somebody solves like first content coin on bags app. That's badass. It is. It's fucking badass. Okay, just to wrap that up though, dude, until token has utility, which by the way, would be cool to use AI to figure out that utility, but until token has utility and until token equals equity, like Caesar, like fucking the Caesar project, AI project, then like it's just the same meta running back. So like if bags can be part of the thing that fixes, like gets us to those solutions, then bags app works and it's the one. So look, if we can use this as the fucking vehicle to tie in like utility into content coins or something, then it works. Otherwise, we've seen how it plays out. So yeah, the purpose should be figuring out how to make it work. That would be magic. There's got to be a way for a content creator to like grow and then sharing that growth with like holders. It's just like I keep coming back to GVC, like they're doing. People have the NFTs are now getting the $400,000 in fees from their strategy coin is going to the NFT holders. Like that's how you do it. If you can funnel it back to the token holders, then you fixed it. You solved the CCM thing. But there needs to be a system that does that. Again, you could probably vibe code that now. You probably could. This is what the FUD is about bags, and it's not just bags. It's all this stuff. But it's right. And it's what Thread Guy was talking about and why it'll work in the short term. It just worked for me for $300. You think if somebody's staring at 50,000 in fees or 300, like they're not going to click claim? They're definitely going to click it. They're definitely going to click it. A bunch of them will. That's why this thing has some life. Like short term has some life. It definitely does. Like long term is where we got like the problem. That's where you got the thing to figure out. don't know if it's got life long term. It's missing a big piece. Hey Hoods, do me a favor, dude. Hang on. Um, yeah, Hoods, you still there? If Hoods, if you're still there, dude, DM me real quick. All right. All right. There we go. I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. Ha! Finn Bags is a Texas heel. He may be. He may be. Hey, whoever charted this yesterday, whoever drew the chart, he might be right, dude. He might be right. He might be right. Also, do not fade Mike Bennett, who rode Pippin from, I don't know, 20 mil up to 600. Don't fade Mike Bennett. Dude, I thought Axie was even nuking the SLP token. I thought they were consolidating to one token. Maybe got it wrong. But that's what I thought. Luna, appreciate it, dude. We just got to get it next level at some point. You know what I mean? Like, Vinny, dude, holy shit, good to see you, man. And Don over on Abstract, appreciate that a ton, man. Thank you, Vinny. I feel like I haven't seen you in a minute, dude. Hope you're good. Dude, watch the GameFi stuff. That's where BagZap could be spicy. Like, again, full circle. We can wrap this part up, but BagZap, if you get game devs on here, I don't care if you vibe coded. I don't care if you got an existing game and you got your code up on GitHub. If you can get some like awesome fucking game devs here that then claim a token and you can inject life into the Web3 gaming thing, boom. That's what BagZap like identity could be. Yeah, follow Mike, Quark Michael. What'd you get banned for though? What happened, dude? All right, we got to hit InfoFi because everything's so much better today. Oh, also, him might be right. Might be right. We'll see. It's a big week coming up for BagZap. Was Ansem right? Or maybe not. No matter what, I think that Ralph coin's legit, right? The Ralph coin, I think, is yeah, I think the Ralph coins maybe got some legs. All right. The biggest story of the week. I think it's the biggest story for crypto this year. I mean that. At least in our like echo chamber. At least in our echo chamber. The biggest story for crypto. And this will probably be a top story when we get to the end of the year. Just happened early, kind of like Trump early last year. Biggest story this year, one of the biggest stories that will end 2026 with is InfoFi kilt. Fucking dead. That's how we're going to end the year. InfoFi getting cut off from X, them cutting off API access, going to be one of the biggest stories of the year for crypto. Can't wait. Well, I don't have to wait anymore. It's literally here. I know, JY's, dude. I think Luna's got a high batting average, by the way. I think he's a great trader, so he might be right. Dad, good morning, man. But we wake up, just a couple days ago to this tweet from Nikita Beer. They're cutting off all the InfoFi stuff from X, saying it led to a tremendous amount of AI slop, reply spam. Yep, we lived through it. It was the worst year Like, I would say for crypto Twitter, like, for sure, ever. But it was more than that. Like, for me, it was the most boring year for crypto, period. And I think we're all on the same page. I've been doing crypto since like 2017. And this was the least fun year by a long shot, the past 12 months. And I think we end that like right at this date as of January 15th. So January 15th last year to January 15th this year is the worst era for crypto ever. Because it was so nothing was fun. It wasn't fun. Here and there you had little pockets of fun, but it wasn't fun because all this shit, the AI slop killed it. It killed it. All that shit you had to wade through to find like real stuff. And knowing that the bullshit's incentivized and that you can't really make it without playing that game too, killed it. Oh, bro, come on. Yeah. They killed the platform and then they announced InfoFi. It's the funniest thing ever. Yeah, dude. They're gone, J-Wise. Hood, send me a DM on X, please. If you don't mind. So okay, so they kill InfoFi. You guys have seen this all. I don't have to really go over it. But Cato, Sunsetting Yaps, announces Cato Studio. This is something they've been working on for a while. It's like a more universal platform, right? InfoFi continues just like less on X. Or maybe it's on X, but it's not using their API and it's like more more substantial. You know what I mean? But it expands to like Instagram and TikTok and YouTube and stuff. Like, awesome. They knew this was coming, by the way. Even if they didn't know, they knew. They probably knew that you don't, like I say, you don't rely on a platform. You don't put all your fucking like eggs in that basket because then this happens and it's game over for you. So they kill InfoFi. Incredible. So now they're tweaking like how they reward people too, like how you make your money. Posting replies aren't going to count. I know guys who farm replies because you get great engagement. If you reply to a big account like early, great engagement. Doesn't matter now. Only posts on your main timeline. Or I should say, it's only posts that make it on the timeline. I think I misread this at first. I thought it meant like people had to, what is it? Go to your timeline, like your page, your profile, and read it there. It's not that. It just has to make the main feed. Like that's where people make it. I like the tweak. I like it. I like it a lot. But then Whale's got a great point here. So what happens to marketing now that InfoFi is dead? How are you going to do airdrops? Does it kill airdrops? Like, probably no. And it just makes it fucking better. It makes it better. Think of this though. If it weren't for InfoFi, would Barachain have had any motion? And maybe the same with Monad. Yeah, maybe you throw them in there too. Think of some of the biggest tokens last year. Would they have even made it without InfoFi? Like maybe fucking not. But yeah, how do you do these airdrops now? Dude, fucking crypto's healing. Back to your platform users. That's who should get your token, the people actually using the platform. Like so obvious, right? Like that's the way. That's the way. By the way, I'm just realizing now we probably just got farmed kind of, right? On the bags thing. Like I think the bundler is probably the guy who launched it. I don't know. I'm just like asking out loud because somebody had replied that. But what if, and is that the thing you're in, Cats? NFT hole. Like your supporters should get the token. People using the platform are the people who are putting up money, like supporting you, get the token. The tweets aren't support. Tweets aren't support. Max, is that what just happened? So the guy who launched it possibly had it all bundled up. And he got me to claim and retweet and then dumped it. Damn, dude. Well, that kind of sucks. Well, that's a fucking bummer. I mean, for anybody who bought, but also I think people know the game at this point. I got used. I got used, boys. I'm too pure. I'm too pure for this world. No, I don't know. I whatever. That is the game. That's the fuck. Because you notice all the chat died. Yeah. Well, dude, Max, it's just the same game, dude, right? It's the same game. Same game. Yeah. Okay, here's. Yeah, I just seen that. Dude bundled it, rugged it 10K. Whatever. I won't even delete the tweet. I'll just like reply on it. Just make sure people know. We flew so high, man. We were so high for a minute there. That's funny, dude. Dude, honestly, like, respect the game. Like, it is a game. Also, there you go. Buy a real game. Buy a real gaming coin. Anyway, okay. X announces today they're giving $1 million to the top article posted on X over the next 2 weeks. So if you got some banger content lined up, like now's the time. You know, there's like a super viral article from the past month that like missed this cutoff by like 4 days, I think I saw. It's like how to improve your life, and it's like a great article. But I think doesn't qualify. Otherwise would have won. Ironic though, right? Yeah, that's funny, dude. They killed InfoFi and then launched the biggest InfoFi campaign like ever. But the difference is to have the top article. Depends how they're going to measure it, but to have the top article, it's probably got to be great. It's probably got to be great. But they're going to have to vet it because then they're just going to bot up the replies and the likes and stuff like that, right? ApeCoin might be a play, man. That's a great shout. That's a great shout. ApeCoin might be a really awesome play. Honestly, you know, like, of course, because other side, but maybe mostly because the IRL Clubhouse just brings attention to Yuga Labs. They probably let you spend ApeCoin at the Clubhouse too. That might be a really good shout, Mike. And you guys have got some fucking great takes. So we gotta watch for that. All right. Dude, I'm almost tempted to save the NFT stuff for tomorrow. You know what I mean? Why not endorse the PUMPFUN coin? I have. You know what I mean? Like, I have. I think there's only so much you can do. In fact, that was my pinned tweet for the past few months until I had Yatsu on a show. So I had to pin that, right? That thing has got to take that spot for now, for sure. But you see the PUMPFUN and then you see how it works out, right? Like, they don't work. And I think they do at some point. And I do think when, okay, like Wise is saying, Jay Wise is saying, I'm sorry, viewership for crypto stuff, 5-year low. 5-year low. When that comes back, and if the market, I'll say when it gets hot again, like hot, like euphoric again. And I think this year I still am going to bet Bitcoin all-time high, but when that happens, I think the CCM coins are going to pump too. I think there's plays in them, big time, like big time. Zyber's cool. I need to get that dude back on, like dive into Zyber again with him. Had him on for what, 15 minutes? But I think he's cooking. All right, we'll probably go deeper in NFTs tomorrow. Oh, Jay-Wise, I'm like pretty sure about it too. Like I'll say things that I believe, right? Like always. And I can flip-flop and all that stuff, but I'm always going to be like honest with like the takes. I think CCM is going to be really, really hot again. I really do. I really do. It means the euphoria thing. They work in euphoria. So I think if we talk about those asymmetrical bets, buying CCM coins when they're basically nothing, when they're literally zero, right? When they're zero, when it gets euphoric, they're going to pump. I am real sure about that. Like, again, just like really getting human nature, they're gonna pump. All right, we had, I think, the rarest chimper in the collection. Why, Luna? Oh, is it that coin? I could do it. That's funny. I don't know if you're bullshitting or not, but that's funny. Rarest chimpers in the collection sold 10 ETH. Think 10 ETH? Yeah, 10 ETH. Well, highest sale in the past 3 years. We'll say that. Went to Adam Weitzman. So, dude, just going on a shopping spree. It's why NFTs will never die because you got billionaires here who love this shit. Again, human nature. You got people who love to collect. They will spend whatever. Money does not matter. It doesn't matter to these guys. And if that's your base, like if that's your foundation, man, you're in a good spot. You're in a good spot. All right, hang on. Oh, and by the way, let me peek at Hoods' message. Where the fuck is Hoods? Hoods, did you DM me, man? I don't see it. Oh, how about Hoods? Just DM me on Discord. And then let me find Luna. Let's see. Dude, why can't I find shit? Oh, shit. Come on. Dude, come on. Dude, I believe it can. And I wouldn't say that if I didn't think it could. Again, I'm really honest with this stuff. It's not going to now. When the timeline gets euphoric, when Bitcoin is not just like touching all-time high, but when like Bitcoin is like doing that run up to like 200K, and I'm years off, it's a million. When it's doing that thing, the content's going to be euphoric. The CCM coins, if they'll cook. I believe it. I believe it. Look at that, dude. Look at all these pump fun things. That's fucking wild, man. Dude, that's crazy. I gotta save that. That's wild. All right, let's get that. I gotta send that to Henry. Dude, these guys they're ruthless. They're ruthless. Those guys are crazy. Are they not? They're not. I'm telling you, dude, we don't play the same game. We're here learning about crypto and keeping up with the tech, and we're keeping up with the trends and the fucking people. And then we're looking for things to buy and trade and get ahead. In the meantime, there's guys who are playing like this that launched the bags token and kind of trick me into retweeting it. Again, I'm happy to do it because I'm happy to be part of an experiment. But then when the intentions weren't good, that doesn't feel as good. But they're playing a different game. And then guys are out here doing whatever this is, launching this PvP pump fun thing, playing a different game. It's probably the same dude, by the way. Actually, it's got to be. It's probably First AI Dev. First AI Dev. Dude, yeah, it's probably the same dude, and they're playing a different game. I respect the game like crazy. Not my style, but I just respect the game, dude. By the way, the fucking pump token did pump a little bit. It actually did. Holy shit. We're back to 12K, boys. Yeah. Who was here like the day it launched? Who was here? Who remembers that shit when it bonded was wild? That was the craziest. That was like, don't care about price, don't care about, the fees, which were both awesome. But as far as milestone moments, and we all have our personal ones, that was up there for me because it was just wild. The energy was crazy. It was very much like that few minutes here, right? today. It was like that, but it was that times like 1,000. That was crazy. And to watch that number go up, like the bags thing hit like 300, right? Actually, maybe even it hit 350. Hang on a sec. Yeah, the other one climbing up to 6,000 was wild. But crazy. Now I get like the game of it. Again, you like I'll put it on the screen. So you set the royalties to like the other person. So like like me and probably most other people, you're looking at it and you're like, dude, you think it's like good and legit and whatever because you're like, well, the fees go to that person, so this is cool. Like I'm supporting the person the royalties go to. All the while, dude who launched it, bundled up the coins. Again, if it was him, somebody bundled up right away before they messaged me, before they came in the chat, and they made don't know how much. I have no idea what they would have made. What do you guys think? What would somebody have made on that? Are we talking thousands? Dude, that was fun though. That was a wild ass morning. I'm here for the experiment. I wish more people were and there wasn't such a stigma, but I get why when like you see what people do. You know what I mean? But so I get it. I wonder what that dude made though. Do we think that guy made like $10,000? Hang, let me ask Henry. I gotta ask Henry why Ronan's pumping. Again, it's like whatever's going on with gaming right now, but I don't know. Anyway, crazy morning. Crazy morning. Cool morning. Again, wish it was a better story. But what can you do? We had this. I'll go. I want to go. Like I'll touch on all these, but I want to really save this for tomorrow. But we had cents on display in China, which let's go peek. Hey, fuck it. Let's peek at some floor prices. All right, fees. I'm sorry, not fees. Fuck. Floor prices. Let's see. All right, I got you. I got you, hoods. Dude, Pudgy's climbing back to almost 6. All right. I would love a Chimpers. Oh, dudes. Hang on. Who minted the Nakamigos thing yesterday? Who minted Nakamigos? Again, quick glance. I want to peek at Sense. Sense did not pump from this. I want to Sense. All right. Not looking like I thought, but that's okay. All right, let's just do this and we can again tomorrow get more into this. But like, dude. So we got a new Nakamigos collection. Cypherpunk files. Down. I mean, they're almost down 50% from mint price, first of all. Second, I don't think they're going to update to anything. I think they are entirely text, right? I don't think there's anything more to it. I think they're just text. I minted 3. I think 3. Just mostly because why not? Again, gamble mode. It's gamble mode. It's either you do it now or you wait till you get confirmation or you just don't do it at all. I'll do it now while I can a little bit, but I'm not going crazy. So I minted 3. We're talking 0.03 ETH. I got a rare one though. Dude, so I think I'm up. I think I'm going to be up on this play. Here, let me show. I actually got a rare one. Go figure it's like you land the rare one when it kind of doesn't matter. I don't think it matters. You know what I mean? Like, I wish I saved that. Like, Karma or Mojo or whatever for like a hot mint, not the Nakamigos third. I'm not gonna call it a rug, but you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Whatever it is, whatever we want to call it. So hang on, let me show. But anyway, fun to mint, fun to roll the dice. I think it's always worth rolling the dice. Well, again, at the right times. At the right time. So let's share. And so I can flip it. I can take accept an offer, and I'm up a little bit, which is kind of cool. So this guy right here got a green text. I don't know what makes it rare exactly. The business, the associates, the evidence, influence. I don't know. It's all text. The green text. I think there's like 80 something green texts in the 10K collection. So got a rare. So maybe I take that offer and I'm up, I don't know, like 75%. Call it a win, make $100. Or do I wait and see what the fuck they're even doing? There you go, Mike. I like Sense a lot. One of the best plays you can make, period. Really, 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 really fucking believe that. I really believe it. Sense are incredibly special. All right, hang on. We're going to do boom. All right, boom. All right. There we go. Sense were fucking amazing, man. Amazing. I just can't believe I wasted that mojo on this fucking thing. But you know, it's not an L, so we'll take it. Not an L. Mint price was 0.01. I think, yeah, but it wasn't more than that. I think 0.01 was mint price. Actually, let's double check. So like we're just we'll say 0.01. So just above even. Fuck. Dude, awesome. So cool. It was a great mint. It's a great project. It's got ridiculous upside. Ridiculous upside. Also got a pudgy soulbound token. So like apparently here, so this might lead to ABS token. It might. So apparently if you got your like your monthly or your wave 3 chest or wave 4 chest, whatever it was, to like level 4, level 5, you got a soulbound token. This happened to randomly be the only month they actually did some moves and actually leveled my chest up. So I got that chest leveled up. That's fucking hilarious. It's the craziest story, but that's why they're so special, because they make you have that conversation about your penny on Bitcoin that's on one sat that's worth $500 or 1.3 thousand bucks. It's a great conversation, man. It's fucking great. So yeah, soulbound token. I don't know what it's gonna mean. Otherwise, though, I got one of these BZ claw things, which I don't know. I don't even know. And then I got $13 in USDC, or maybe it was like 17, either 13 or 17 bucks in USDC. So I spent probably $10,000. I think I spent like 10 grand. It was like buying the Beeple, buying the Rec Guy, buying the Project Eon. I swapped some tokens too, just to get it over a certain level. So hey, I think we're talking more like traded or spent more like 15 or like 17 grand. Actually, maybe even 20 grand, guys. It might have been more like 20 grand. And I walked away with, we'll say $17 in USDC, just to be nice. $17 there. I think $17 or $15 from this BZ thing if I were to flip it. And whatever this is. So yeah, made maybe $30 in a reward for let's say $20,000 in activity on OpenSea. Not that great. Yeah, I'll say not that great. Not that great. And not worth it either, because it was stuff I was doing anyways. When I was doing those, I didn't even think about it. Actually, dude, way more now that I think about it. Because I've linked wallets, right? So I sold the X copy for 8 ETH, bought the Beeple for 5. So we're talking more like 30 grand in volume, right? I think we're talking like 30 grand, maybe more. Hang on. 8 plus 5. Yeah, dude, we're talking like 30 to 40,000 in volume, right? And got like $30 in rewards. Not that great. Not that great. What can you do? It's cool. It's cool. Okay, a little disappointing. Yeah, a little bit. Otherwise, I got a modest piece this week I'm so fucking pumped for. And then watching for Cypher Worms to launch or to reveal tomorrow. I don't know. At this point, it's sell and break even. It's either sell and break even with this, or they're gonna dump post reveal, right? But it's like you want to wait and find out what's going on with like the privacy coin. Are NFT holders getting the privacy coin? That one's tricky. That I'm not sure, and it's a bad weekend for NFTs. You can already feel it. So I don't know. I don't know if what's the right answer here. No idea. Yeah, suddenly not looking as good. Suddenly not looking as good at the end of the week. It was pretty fucking spicy early. That's for sure. Yeah, I got to decide with the worms what to do. You know, altogether it's going to cost like maybe 0.1 that I spent on those. I bought them secondary, right? Didn't mint them. They were free mint. So 0.1 to mint. This is where I start thinking the risk reward. Like I think maybe I lose half. I can see them falling to 0.005. And then the hope was it leads to a privacy coin, right? So the hope was maybe there's more like a 10x if you get a privacy token from it. Whereas the downsides, you lose half. So you lose 0.05 ETH for the chance at maybe making like 5 ETH. I'm like, I'll take that. I'll take that bet. So I'm with Mike here. I still don't think there's a better place to make money. I still don't think there is. You never know when I mean, shit, look at today with the bags thing. You don't know when something like that happens, which hopefully people weren't really, I was going to say, hopefully nobody's hurting it. Actually, quick exercise. This is something I wanted to work out live with you guys. So with the bags token, I'm like, okay, well, somebody makes money, someone loses money. This is a thing Thread Guy said on the stream yesterday too, like that he just wants people to remember, or often it's good to remember. And I say this a lot too. When somebody's winning a trade, that means there's a loser on the other side. But then I think I'm stupid because I was thinking of is that always the case? Eventually, it's always the case. I think you can have winners without losers. If the losses are on paper, right? If again, this is like a fantasy scenario, but if there's a coin or an NFT that's launched and people just buying and buying and buying, and yes, people selling, right? Yes, people selling. But the guys who were in early selling, right? And the guys who got in later, are more like break even, or if they're in losses, it's on paper. At that time, at that specific time, you've got windows of time where you only have winners. The losers, you're only on paper. Am I thinking right? I think it makes sense, right? Point of it, though, is just to think, man, like we always say you can't have a winner without a loser. I'm like, well, I think you can. It just makes me start thinking, is there like a system, a scenario, whatever you can set up where like where it is a little better? I don't know. I don't know. Oh no, they're getting Ralph now too. Are they getting our sweet Ralph? Bruh. That guy, that fucking, was it Jeffrey? That Jeffrey guy? Or no, it was the other dude. That guy coming out and saying he's not going to be on X. Again, it shows how it's vapor. There's nothing behind it. So it is the ICM meta. I can't wait to listen to Thread Guy Monday. Because again, he's pretty hyped for this. I still think there's like something interesting, an opportunity here. But again, if it relies on dev tweeting. Oh, Stevie, that was it. If it relies on dev constant engagement, constant tweeting, whatever, then it doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't equity, utility, one of those two or both or whatever. That's it. That's the only fucking way it works. That's funny. Well, funny, wrong word, but it's funny seeing that the pump token actually pumped a little and now retraced it all. But I know it will one day. I do know that. In fact, I'll make a bet on it one day, like buy some, because I believe that much that it will. Right? I do. I really, really do. Again, euphoria. That's the ingredient. Needs euphoria. Needs Bitcoin all time. Two ingredients: Bitcoin all time high and euphoria. All right, we got, and I'll save this for tomorrow. Clarity Act to talk about. Clarity Act to talk about, and I want to talk rec drinks. Oh shit, let me check real quick. Are my rec drinks coming in today? That would be fucking awesome. Do my rec drinks. I might have misread that thing too. I thought it was today. Oh, I was about to put this on the screen and then it's got my address, which also probably not smart. On its way. Track. Dude, I hope that comes today, man. I'm watching football. I'm going to get pizza, wings, whatever, but it'd be awesome to have some rec drinks. And yeah, shit, maybe not today. I think I misread it. Yeah, I don't have a delivery date now. I swore it said Saturday. But maybe that's too quick. I got to reconnect with OSF because he said he's going to come on the show. So that's over on the Slam Nation thing, that side. But OSF will be on at some point. I think sooner rather than later. Cats, I kid you not, dude. This might be crazy, but that scares the shit out of me. It does. Okay, I'll be real honest with you guys. Like, that scares the shit out of me because we get, like, probably no reason to be scared at all, right? But, like, we see all the stories of kidnappings and, like, stuff like that. Dude, if I get a knock on my door, I grab a pocket knife. I 1,000% do. And now it's, like, easy because they're always sitting on my desk, but I 1,000% grab a pocket knife when they answer my door. And I'm in the middle of fucking farmland. But, like, the kidnappings and that shit where people come after your crypto, that has, like, gotten in my head a little bit. Oh, yeah, let me see if Henry replied about Ronan. No reply yet. But yeah, I literally, and I think about it too. When I grab the pocket knife, I'm like, this is stupid, dude. I'm like, I still grab it. Bear spray's a great idea. That would feel crazier to me, though, to answer my door with bear spray. But that's a way better idea. But I 1,000% when I grab the knife, I'm like, put it down, dude. That's so stupid. And I just grab it anyways. But I legitimately do. And it's not like sometimes, it's every single time. Every single time. Even if I know my kids have like a friend coming over, I grab my pocket knife. I swear to God. It's kind of fucked though, right? If I could go back and do this all anonymous, I would. It's one of those like I show all my trades and then I think often it's not a good idea to, right? But at least people see I don't do much. I don't do much. I guess when I do it, sometimes it's bigger, but it's not much. And I don't have much. It's all on paper. But yeah, that shit is kind of worrisome. Yeah. It's funny. So Cats, I would say prior to those moves, I still say everything, but you might have caught this, and I still do this now because it's real, but I would tell people, and I would say this a lot, again, it is real, but I happen to have, like, because that X copy and then the Beeple, now I have something that's worth a little something, but I would say a lot here. I don't have anything. I've got no exposure, whatever. Pretty purposeful too, just to make sure I have it out there that I don't have anything. But that's probably smart. It's probably smart to get back into that. It's probably smart to just sell it all. Honestly, it might be smart if you're doing this shit to not play the stuff and just like talk about it, whatever, stay plugged in. But you know, hi. Wow, bless you. Okay. You can't. No. All right. Fuck it. I think we're good there. I think we're good. But that's true. That's true. J-Wise, look, if this is the end, there will be a final pump out of all this. Wait, is it the Ralph guy who said he's not like... That's true. I might get some. I'm not even kidding. Is it the Ralph guy that said he's not going to support the... Or no, it's the gas guy. I'm thinking of the gas guy. Look, Ralph, if the Ralph guy's the guy who's going on Thread Guy on, next week, then I don't think you're crazy, J-Wise. There's probably some upside on this stuff. I think there's still upside here. Like, I don't think much changed. We knew for sure we knew for sure that was kind of half bullshit, mostly bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, again, app's cool. Yeah, I think this has got life. I don't think this is a crazy thing to make a bet here. And especially if this gets back to like 3 to 5 mil, I think I'd roll the dice there personally. I think I would. Yeah. So I don't know. All right, you guys tell me. I'm going to leave this up to you. Hey, shit. That's cool. I got a tweet from FX Hash. That's what's up. That's cool. Yeah, one of my like awesome, buys here recently. Love it. Fucking love it. Should I delete that retweet I did of the bag token? Like, I'll leave this up to you guys. I think you guys can help me make the right decision there. Again, I didn't know somebody bundled it. I don't know why I'm thinking this is like good, organic, whatever. Should I delete my retweet or should I just leave it there because it happened? I'll definitely reply and say, I didn't know dude bundled it. I got used kind of thing. Yeah, delete it. Yeah. Let me get a couple more takes, but I think I lean that way, or I reply to it and I pin that reply. Yeah, it's either put a reply and like pin that. Don't delete. Cats don't delete. Mike delete. JY's both sides. Yeah. Yeah, at the very least, I think I'm going to, quote tweet or reply and retweet that and pin it. And like, I'll put all that up. And I think it's a good time to say, okay, this is what bags is. It's what a lot of people think. It's like kind of vapor. Oh, Hoods, you're welcome, man. I sent a little, whatever. Appreciate you, Hoods. Yeah. Okay. You know what? Again, it's part of the experiment. The reason, it's actually perfect. The reason I do it is to be part of the experiment. And the experiment was, hopefully nobody here took an L. At this point, you've been through it. You know what I mean? Like, we've done this a few times, so we've been through it. I hope people know. So part of the experiment is making sure people see all sides of it. I think that's important. Yeah. So definitely not a delete. I'm going to reply. I'm going to retweet the reply. Actually, I may do a separate post that then links this, right? I think a main post is better. Like, if people see it, they can see that more than they would see a retweet. So, yeah. No, I think that's the right decision. It stays. I think that's important. And hey, made a few $100 in fees, so it's not like, man, I don't want anybody to lose on it, all right, I think we're good. Let's see. Dude, okay, make sure you subscribe. It's Inside NFTs on YouTube. There we go. This is a fun stream, though. I'll say that. Subscribe over here. Follow me at HUDAH_idiot on X. Dude, the other cool thing was I got a modest follow, I think yesterday or so, which was cool. I like that guy a lot. I think he's awesome. Do I think Gas is going to have way more trouble DK? Because that's the one where the guy came out and said, like, first he wrote the article about it, But then he tweeted today like that he's not going to be on X much. Like a thank you, but this takes too much time, so I'm not going to focus. You know behind the scenes, kind of like I'm doing now about just deleting a tweet or not. He was sitting here debating and discussing with friends, what should I do, man? Like, what should I fucking do? And they're like, dude, just cut it right now while you can. Don't let it drag on. Like, you can't give the people what they want. You can't tweet like they want, whatever. And he made that decision. You know that happened. So that coin, I don't know. I bet it can bounce back, but I don't think I would bet on that. I would bet on new stuff that's not bundled, right? You know what I mean? Like, bet on new. I mean, it's already bounced a little. He's still going to support it, by the way. He just said he can't tweet all the time. So you'll get tweets from him still. I bet you'll get tweets here and there from him. Maybe even more often than people think. Maybe it's a once a day or once a week. But Thread Guy will be covering this. And I think Thread Guy might talk like there's still life in this, or he's going to point to this is the evidence that it doesn't work. So we'll see. But it's another one of those gambles. Do you gamble that it's a good talk when Thread Guy comes back Monday? There we go, Hoods. There we fucking go. I just figured do a little bit to do whatever, right? I sent Hoods like a little of those fees just cause. Like, dude, the goal is always to find a way to like give back, and one day we'll find that way. To you guys who are like always here and watching and supporting, and a lot of you guys do that, have done it for so long, and I'll say especially Katz has done that, and Hoods for a long time, and Luna and DK, like all you guys. I don't even have to, like, if I don't say your name, I know how long you guys have been here. And I appreciate you all way more than way more than I could ever say. Like, this is fucking awesome. Let me think. Fuck it. We've been going long enough. We'll continue tomorrow. I don't know why it feels longer than 3 hours today. Maybe it's that little late start, but dude, Cats, likewise too. You know what I mean? But yeah. Yeah. All right, we'll kill it there. I'm gonna get that tweet out here shortly, and good lesson today or whatever. Again, the experiment continues. Hope your guys' day is fucking awesome. Fucking awesome. Watch some football today, do some cool shit, all that. And we'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye, fam. See ya.